A Wednesday, the 20th of August 2025, 36 past 1600 hours. We here live on Akwantufuo Radio, Abrawapa Radio, Akwantufuo Radio GH, and on social handles, all Akwantufuo Radio, with another edition of Bamaso. Here, discerning Ghanaians with discerning thoughts, we come just to deliberate on all possibilities with which we would rise as co-creators and catalysts in the making of a fantastic Ghana. No matter which Ghana that we have, we can have something better than that. And it is all dependent on us. It is all dependent on our actions and our inactions. So that actions or inactions that we need to be able to put forward is what brings us here. We are here on the grounds that we are that very Ghana we are so much concerned about. Yes, you are that Ghana that you are so much concerned about. And you may think your actions and your inactions do not contribute anything to the state of our nation. It does. It does. It does. It does. Sometimes we may need to sit back and ask ourselves, not just we just asking ourselves and then we just brush it off. You sit and then you contemplate. What of my actions can contribute to the development of our dear nation, Ghana? Or if you want to figure out what of your actions are contributing to the detriment of our nation, what of my actions are causing the detriment of my dear nation, I bet you'll find that which you can do extra or that which you are not doing, that is causing the state of our dear nation. Well, I would say it's contributing to the state of our dear nation. We all have a role to play. It's only we deliberating deeply about matters that we will discover that, at least we have a role to play. And of course, as I keep saying every now and then, we all have different multiplier effects. So someone's multiplier effect may be bigger, yours may be smaller. But it doesn't take away the fact that you are also part of either the solution or the problem of our dear nation, Ghana. Well, we work with Nike's slogan, just do it. Just do it. Yesterday I told you, players in a team, they all put forward different attitudes, different behaviors, different passions and what have you. So even if the team is going down, some of them, they are still able to stay up. What does that tell you? Do your bit. Yes, do your bit. So even if the president, for argument's sake, is not doing his bit, it shouldn't stop you from you doing your bit. Sometimes we allow the actions and inactions of other people to cause us not to do what we need to do. It's called a sikai. It happens at various levels. Now, when you come to understand that whatever that you put forward is contributing to your own evolutionary good, you don't allow anything, anyone, any moment, any challenge whatsoever to stop you from building the you that you know you are. Nothing stops you. If you truly come to understand that, hey, this is me, and I know the value, the reward, the multiplier effect of me putting forward my virtues, nothing stops you. Not even the president, not even the party in power. No, nothing stops you. Yet, it happens that, because of this, because of that, because of this, because of that, we stop ourselves from growing. We certainly stop ourselves from growing. So yes, it's a tall order trying to reprogram ourselves into a new way of thinking. Well, as Ethereum Mission International is celebrating its 50th anniversary, it goes by the theme, the new you in the new era. The new you in the new era. We have to have a new us in the new era for us to have a new Ghana. So perhaps today being Wednesday, the questions and answers version, we need to pose this question. What is the new us we have to put forward for the new Ghana? As simple as that. The new us we need to put forward for the new Ghana. Now, let's open our thoughts. Let us come with a clean sheet. Let's put it that way. Open-minded, no restrictions. Let us contemplate deeply on matters concerning our dear nation. Possible ways with which we will be able to contribute either immensely, gradually, to make Ghana another beautiful and a fantastic place. Let us come with an open mind. Oh, yes, I know. Yes. There are some people in our country that, or say leadership may be, doing things inappropriately. Oh, yeah. Oh, I think you always tell me that. Yeah. And you always profess that on the radio every day. How many years has that been? I think even if we want to go by the Fourth Republic, it's been quite a long time, isn't it? And even if we want to go by the years of Bama's, it's also been some time. Yes, it's also been some time. Oh yes. Yeah. I know. I'm not saying you haven't been doing very well in that. You have been doing very, very well in that. Yeah. But hey, has he given you enough change that you need? Well, I wouldn't say you don't need to do that. Just continue to do that. But hey, think of other possibilities as well. Don't see yourself as just a unit of the whole, but see yourself as a whole in the unit. So you being a whole in the unit, you come to realize that you are the whole Ghana in expression. So every little support that you can put forward is much needed. It's certainly much needed. So what is the new you that is needed for the new Ghana that we want to put forward? Well, it's all about you working on yourself. So to this effect, I would humbly welcome you to this Wednesday's edition of Bama. So it is the 20th of August 2025. And she has strong kese di emu doni di emu pipa enkoma baby a wo bi asam pempensuwe wa fidie ne da Akwantufuo radio Abrawapa radio na Akwantufuo radio GH. All the social handles no at Akwantufuo radio. Yaba beto ato adwene bi oni ahwede ya ozi etumi yo na o my Ghana e fa ntoma pefra. O my no we be the same Ghana we dey worry now about, right? And yɛba ha se a ahobrɛaseɛ ne ani die kwan so na kyɛ sɛ yɛbɛ step into that identity sɛ yɛyɛ Ghanafoɔ ne ahwehwɛ deɛ ɛwɔ sɛ yɛtumi yɔ na wɔmaa no fa ne ntoma pa ɛfira na menim sɛ da biara meka yɛma wɔmaa Ghana afa ne ntoma pa ɛfira but wonim biribi sɛ yɛka sɛ wɔmaa Ghana ɛfa ne ntoma pa ɛfira ɛno nkyerɛ sɛ yɛyɛ pɛ sɛ menkum nya as ɔman Ghana pɛo, because sɛdeɛ tie biara no ɔman Ghana nso we are part of a bigger body. We may choose to call Mother Earth, and even if we just limit ourselves to Mother Earth, it doesn't end there. We are part of a bigger body that we choose to call life itself. Nti yɛba ha se ya ɛwɔ sɛ yɛtumi dwene in the context of the whole. Kwan bɛɛ so na yɛbɛtumi ahwehwɛ ɔman Ghana yie yɔ a ɛbɛboa ama ewiase nyinaa ɛnso akɔ nkan. Sɛ menim ewiase nyansa sɛdeɛ ɛsi teɛ. Wodwene ho bebree a wotumi no sɛ the principles are the world is using to run itself, or the earth nations are using to run itself. Yana drifted away from the principles of nature. And when you look at it from that perspective, you come to realize say, "Eka hubi," and I say, "No, any as at the clock is here party." If we say, "Ya ankasa ni nya asumdwe ewo omaya wiase ayewo yi mu." In the name of sovereignty, in the name of menkwa miyo, among other things, intino asumdwe ntimi ma wiase ha yewe na ya na ewrefi mpanyimfo ka asem wom se ɛka nantina na akatoɔ saa asɛm no emu ɔhyepa o sɛ yɛka sɛ saa asɛm no saa abana enka na abebu ana panyinsɛm no fa ka asɛm a asɛm bɛ na ade bɛka ɛka nantina na akatoɔ fa ka asɛm fa ka asɛm o de asɛm pa na ade bɛka nti sɛ wohwɛ wotena se din na ahwɛ pa drifted away from the principle that runs the universe that we are a part of. Of course, we have drifted away because life itself, everything that happens in a part of life has a rippling effect on another part of life or on all parts of life. And with this knowing about life is here in the you come to realize you say the ebesi wo kona e bia no efefemu a timi ekopie kona z nso a ene adentina yen hwehwe saa principle no ne yemfa nya adwuma because we can run principles that are drifting away from the principles that run the working universe that we are a part of. Under no circumstance would we be successful in doing that. Under no circumstance. And we need to contemplate on that as well. Yes, we need. Yeah, was here adwene ho yi pa wo ho no ano adwene ho say yes kura ye we kura no life ya successful yi life ya onwa etimi ehu the exact space that should exist between planetary relationships and I say when you look at the spaces between one planet and the other, so life onwa etimi ehu say this is how much space we need to have between planets. For example, the sun is positioned in such a way, say, we wouldn't burn to death, neither would we freeze to death as well. The principle and I will use Sanyama we say in possible. At the end of beba, this life yi onwa timi hihye na you see through the natural vaporizing mechanism no so natural filtration system, if you want to put it that way, salty murky waters are filtered as they rises up the skies and then they come back as rain waters to do another beautiful job to water our crops so that we'll be able to have strength. Debbie. Principles ben will use principles ben useful. Yes, I had Nti so you ho kakra na yɛtra se dwene I say life no principles be na no wo use wa wo ntwetwede say kura no still no it finds its own way back to success. Of course emre bi atwam na yeto bomb to Japan maybe your penny ekoye na okodi be say 22 hours in transit na to bomb pa say Japan say Yokoshima those are bomb na nya bomb kitwa o nanka oveka say Japan there that was the end of Japan, but one way or the other life found its own way back to its own fruition in Japan. Oveka say yes effect no ho, but hey, life is day by day no rediscovering itself back to success. Enti de bia no yehu bibi na yesua bibi na afie ne yede bibi ka bibi ho na yekoyenim principles be na life na kasa wo use and bi na wo se enso yehwe na yede boy bra enti ewiase ha ye we the very ones are wo mo ede sa principles no run universe na doso if you want more of such principles perhaps maybe I'll suggest a book for you so you can just get it and read it. Now, Oma adopt our principles. No, they are able to live in sustainable sources. When I say sustainable sources, sources that runs deep, sources that goes beyond generations. Eti, minia, me sa ka chire obi mu. Ye hwe o my Ghana yi you a. San komona na de pie ha no. Right? See ye hwe o my Ghana yi you a. I was see ye hwe o my Ghana yi you as we run with the principles of the universe. Even if we want to go by the principles of the earth, the principles of the earth will not be different from the principles of the universe. Enti yaba de ani aba we are coming to put the brain or the mind to use. Enti you ready? Say we be adwene like the umbrella. That is more useful. It is more useful when it is opened than it is closed. When it is closed, it can still be useful, or it can still be a manual in some cases, but it becomes more useful when it is opened. So we are here to open our thoughts, our reasoning, so that we discover, even in our individual capacities, we move to our collective capacities as well, what we can do extra to make Ghana an amazing, fantastic, exciting place for all of us. To this effect, the more kwaba at the Bajumedi so. So Tiani said Natana, Nanasa Bedia, Kone Dr. Ebenezer, Amofa Boatin, Messine Papa Yunti, and Anketia of blessed memory, Etiani, dia, America for more, United Kingdom, Ghana, Bepia, Afania Fenina, Bepia, Ubia Shibiano, Metunchi more than Edemamunara. And there, yet to our continue, sir. Just to figure out the best for our dear nation, Ghana. And then the 20th, and then the 20th of August, another special day in the life of Portia Aruna. Well, I'll still call her Portia Aruna. And they say, and then Portia, say, "Uchem with Yanano, into Okonim pa Okonim." And an anniversary. Young kind of emergence anniversary. On behalf of myself, on behalf of the entire crew, I would wish Portia a happy, fantastic birthday. And as I keep saying every now and then, may she rise to her cosmic abilities, cosmic potentials. Now, if we pray for ourselves to each and every one of us rise to our cosmic potentials, we are doing it for ourselves, don't you? And you know why we are doing it for ourselves, isn't it? When you come to reason from the place of oneness, oneness that is something that is quite, the world is it's been taken away from that principle of life, principle of oneness. If you come to reason from that place, you come to realize, you say, if I am a part of the same body, that other part is also a part of. If I pray for the cosmic potentials, cosmic abilities of that part to come to expression, then I am praying for my own self. I am wishing myself very well, and that is why Onyumtini, Kwame Eugene can't ask me, say, wish me well. If you wish me well, I wish you well, right? A cosmic song, right? All that I wish for Portia today is, may she rise to her cosmic possibilities, cosmic capabilities, backed by the power of the cosmos to express what the cosmos is already expressing. In that way, we all benefit from the beautiful, beautiful self that she is always emerging as a unit of life. And happy, fantastic, glorious birthday to you, Portia. And may you grow in strength, and in strength. Yo, Portia, happy birthday, no nature say, and then we quada, Yabakwa Homanos right away, and we saw for Chumberima Abba. Yakov of a Chuma straight. Na and day, one more young Komokakra, and they would Wednesday, as in Musa, and a new year version of Bamasu. Into a fa say, what him and can Bamasu.
Yeah, I think it's
Na wafa important to say.
I'm very well, thank you. Very, very well.
Good. Sadia Uzi Kana. Okay, I'm very well. Very well.
Very.
Next and then Lama say what when you be on about watch a chat nyaza.
Minya anyway, because and then I'm drinking a hot cup of green tea.
Okay.
And me di Ghana Golden Tree chocolate. Michelle Dako. Me kwa banke kwa me bedu fie dia. Me koto 8 pieces of the Golden Tree. I brought for dinner. They loaded too much with sugar and milk. You know, and yeah, many part that's an EPR, but especially me age the any media. Some of the lady amitaka or branded the wawa, but me lifestyle. The men you know drew it. Send me see penny on me pet I brought for. Chocolates, loaded with toxins. Yeah, it won't help maybe lifestyle health. So, I don't know, but a core rap with system now. It is leading pathway to unnecessary blood pressure, diabetes, clogged arteries. No. And I mean, so at my age, my immune system I drop off with age. So I have to be intentional. Purposely. I've done a lot of research. So I'm very purposeful. Everything I do, piano. I just don't do anything anyhow. No, I'm very, very intentional with what I do. So today, I've intentionally decided to stay away from the beer and then to stick to green tea. I mean 2 cups. I'm aiming, say, before I go to bed, I'm drinking 5 different cups a day. That will then enhance the health trajectory now because of the achievement. So that is what I'm doing now.
Beautiful.
Very intentional, very purposeful.
I love that. In fact, if I said an American, when you are doing that, just say you are running with the principles that runs the universe, because this universe is intentional, it's purposeful, and I have had
no crime say about and no what can now. Yeah, but sometimes I'm not. When someone can be a while, I struggle to agree with you, especially and the crowd who you intro what can be said. Ghana, no mean to me no one yet, and yet the principle I bet you believe so strongly on that. I'm entitled to it, but
you're mobile, so you're mobile. Part better now. Perhaps I'll learn from you.
We see we are part of the whole. I'm struggling to agree with you. If I have, I'll break it down. Good question. So, just a kind. I don't want to impose. On just all catch and say, what can I say in context? So, yen to me yen at the same time. Just say, it have to take a leader to lead. And now dear and she said, Papa, about to no way dear anymore. Now I trickle over to me, no any obio dear Chibia. Because me no, okay, second. Me penny say, me them percent me no be the dia. Do I have the power to do that? No, I don't have the power. The me penny say, me can the dia. And so me sa, me tears kakra, a bind, I will tell me out to one. Leadership have to lead by example. Now say leadership, you chrono dear, I did just make me a kind of sign. Actually say, me anyone who say progressively, people at the top, a few people at the top, they are being dishonest. There's clear dishonesty. And Untinama Obiansu doesn't care. In fact, I take away the very ingredient patriotism, love for the one republic called Ghana. Because Benin don't love. One more actions and they don't love. They are packing money from Ghana and dumping them in banks in Abuchi. One to talk down Abuchi and their responsibility to protect, according to our constitution, the land and the people. Hospital, any part of 40 years, we can say how. One also area, one more hospital, no more coverage, leadership. So one more giants are there, no more the right things now. We fall in line with them. Let us say, we are joining the whole in there. This is the and mine. What top on what we see. Tiama obi also don't care again. Obi nya bia no owia, obi anya bia no owia. So o man no ya your friend Ghana no whole no we orphan o mami no papa ewu. Obi ya de ope. There's no clear direction. But we share other countries so there's a clear direction. One way a what top no they live within the rules. And makaha krada amemwo it hinges on certain principles. I have 3 or 4 people. See, to me, Obama, because I'm building strong institutions. I have 3 or 4 people. To me, yeah, Diakabia will fall in place naturally. I have natural progression. We are the right side. So, baby, to say, if you they say, oh, Ghana, young prepare go tell me. Why say, when you are, Minum, you're trying to Utia Buchi, Monsieur Matimitia Buchi. Ya pra, it be a necrana, Croy the Babi. The barrel, you see it. Yes, you will be an car. I will see you say, no, they don't. So that means the leadership don't care. And yet, when you read their bylaws now, local authorities, that's the job for them to take charge of cleanliness, and they are not doing it. Now, in Timinamina, Abraham, you create your taxes. Me taxes scale, and no, me kind. Car dear, what the street of Ghana, Utia road tax, roadworthy certificate, Sikano, a co a buy ho. Now a buying and they are fixing the roads, Papa. Is a buying fixing the roads? After all of us have paid all the road tax. You see, what I said this is scandal. And I have done now, we see young and fix the country. Yes, sir. This is honesty, transparency. You see taxes are baby. I would see a Enfield. You see street lights and potholes any baby bus and folk go to me per bus say time say the bus no about train. So you see governance. Yeah, you don't see it that way. Why? Until the problem is the leadership, one will be in Kwasia, and Tiama will be also a guy to love Ghana.
Okay, now offer.
And you walk as a young
Matilda, what can I say? Now, Musa, near Queen Kakra, right?
Okay, sir.
I can't be any 5 minutes leadership now, Okana.
I'm very simple. No, I said leadership, by example, one by your honest. Until I'm going to say, I remember say a papa, it hinges on certain bear fight for pay. Honesty. In fact, that is the definition of democracy. Honesty, clear honesty, transparency. Be a Bible, be a remove daho, and I feel integrity. Who knows? I'm going to mean United, especially UK. Abai, how many times 2-3 years ago, Prime Minister Fobo said, no, I resign. What to be done in the history of Ghana and Africa? Say, President, you are resigning. It is not in our cultural construct. Abruptly, they resign, especially when you go to Europe, Holland. There was a time for 6 months, there was no Prime Minister. Italy, yet me for more bank within 3 months, now bank collapsing. And so the civil service is so solid in running affairs of the state. There's no Prime Minister.
Okay.
I mean,
Offer 1 second. What's say the here is a benya de bay. Leaders are
a certain place back one. Transparency. Get to be what you are saying. Integrity. 1, 2, transparency. 3, honesty. 4, maybe 4 come transport policy. And I feel food and food security.
Oh, okay. And security. Ma who the old and now me and Tumrika, right? Is a what the funny means first three no crack kind integrity, transparency, and honesty, right?
Honesty. Yeah, in front
and here and no, I can't be even as a name we say our leadership.
Just they have to do that themselves.
Okay.
Leadership and by force. Yet minu nyina yete ho and na mahama ka se wo kopre se se NPP wo mo pray do be leader Canada Japan unity ba umian so de wo ho dada wo so be sa pray so onye leader of the MPP na why wo mo presidential candidate Canada Japan so pray bi e ho na yete obi ekeka wo mo nsema wo ba obi say and I'm a former education doctor a bit to so aka ho bi and a Brian Champon na hu se nipa be num wo mo pray so be leaders to almost said the woman bar, yet the 2 million woman,
okay.
So leadership is not by form. Muna mo be pray. Mo be sre yensi efe. Akufo do kra 2016 no. What can say? Mo for 2 million mami. Na mo di mami a me be ye able my promises. And so we are here no. Wakotran a year before last year election 2 years ago. I will Kumasi radio station or Tech FM or can say, Sabun to my and family, one Abudi Bokoko. The man has begged us, literally, a sermon, move for 2 million, no, I pray 3 times. And said the man was not a man of integrity. He was so dishonest. And he said it. What can I say? One year in front of him, one I do Kokro Muti, Toba Trauma and DC and Yanasem. Because what can I say? Were you dishonest? We need integrity. And I feel when you have your pet, you see yen, and you pay. So say, well, no, I could father. He's so fabulously rich, richer than corporate.
Okay. Of our problems, and yeah, pursue a map up strategy out of it. Now, Mr. Wu said, "I will can't say Canada Japan unity. Saba, Gamma Baku, Kuran Swaba. Will be trop poem will be or say, say, one who would do pa brand, and has a brand a day.
Example,
also do pa. Now said, I will cast a woman and a call Empoabo. Oh, into a ball. Okay. Now more a person will be on by leaders. So. Nanyabia
eventual president.
What one more ball Montuan Enyabia Obeka say one more a duum cookrumuti equal you woman. One more choice. What they would have to accept to say, okay, because of this, we will choose to go with this person. And I said, because of this, we will choose to go with this person. Do the people have a choice in that?
Okay. You making me a question, a very good question. Unfortunately for us in Ghana, Subai Bonnie B Abba Ama one more ayama bibia ye tantan time. Even though you're in the population, we know say woman so and so we are helpless. You're helpless based on certain figures be and you pardon do show over time the woman and the papa with ya and can ye two aba say ye be son of mine Ghana no ye corporate na supreme Ghana the Nentisa, ye tuaba to grow a political party now bigger than Ghana, which is the tragedy of Ghana's situation. That's the tragedy. What Ghana ha? BBR is viewed through NDC and now MPP. What land? You wake up in the morning, you don't see say BB crowd your friend Conservative Party and Labour Party. All you know is the government. Oh sorry, I hear man say woman jari alopa, woman the breakfast, who do woman track came one so better than school better. What could drop home school? About 3 teachers work form and now wife work form. That is idea here. So it won't really Conservative Party, won't really Tory Party, Liberal Party, and now UKIP. Would dream of man because we are in place. Say Yaria about so we didn't call on one. Who for ambulance within 3, 4, 5 minutes? Ambulance service is available. Who hospital? I bet you would see any more street light. This is area who pay train, tram, bus, meaning I will was our car come. You need some MC or buying. All these services are in place. You don't have to. You can say, oh, no, MPP by the end. You say, what might discuss? No, whether MPP, whether Labour Party or UK Party or even National Front. UK is UK. The streets are no potholes. Yeah, dear, no, Tessa. Yeah, the end, it's because Pokiasi Road and Akwantufuo and yet Mahama Nye. I mean, what is that? I didn't hear Ghana.
Of I'm say question we say a very simple question. You say your choice is say yeah catch the so what choice? You almost catch the
and yes there be mean to me no one yard. Yes sir. 1 year I'm a party a bigger than party no I am bigger than that. Independent choice have to go through
Meba offer. Then I will choose to say call.
I'm on the phone. Me pachosi.
Then I will choose to say won't call NDC and I say MPP. Then I will choose that.
Because me who say woman me no nyina eni emwo bia de magana man. It means you woman me no. There be America so woman criminal organization.
What choice yes sir.
Yes, me the sub I'm your choice. Okay, simply.
Okay.
But nipa pino any choice I mean
Ghana for now can any choice.
Woman because you nipa pino woman politics na say and illiteracy sika ni o ma no obi a na timi ko school a me ma ko bi no obi a na kwa abrochira a me ko he bi nti obi o dia he is dependent obi you to and series man no odi na to ko ama no me 200 series me ko shop ma me to it's the same thing 200 series ayi chocolate no me green tea na ma to I think 201 series. So how can as we do December year to about will be 200 series or the more be not say one in the year in the many I mean that nonsense. It will not. No, none of them can come to me without foolishness. No, but in the part, unfortunately, the part they are in that situation. Say they will be packing millions of egunikato. You see here to say 200, what did you vote? No, it doesn't happen like that.
Okay. Said kind. We should continue to be intentional and purposeful. Now, going forward, so and I say you observe certain things and you came to that conclusion. Say, party A or party B is not what is needed to make our country better. Yes, sir. Okay. And on that score, no. A quite better soon and say a back humiliation. We will be so purposeful in okay ignorance and so what say. You'll be able to support the ignorant, to come to know what you know, so they can have a choice.
Sir, also a very difficult question to answer. A reason in you, and I'm saying, example is the greatest teacher. Me adia a crime be so aboa me advantage am wo mfia meti wo asase so say be wani mu kakra. I've passed through several gaps. Me all when Ghana na abrofo na hwe so. Me all ni nya fa hudi independent. Me all ni nya republic. Me all ni nkroma time nyina ye tu nso mi huni na to so abepem sisi afodi. I saw a Ghana na go kusa na etise abuchira abesako try. I saw a responsible government that will yet and Yema society. ye prepra go tem abrofo time ye prepra Kwame Nkrumah time ye prepra ye go school ye go primary school ye will be a friend school inspector education officer ye were classroom abo say ebia wo betwa woni hwe mpoma be 2 o'clock na obi officer bi wo gina mpoma mu wo hwe class no wo hwe how the class is being run when we from education officers they come unannounced to inspect primary and middle schooling. These were discipline tools near the mass society a year Juma. Their value system in terms of it. And then me know can say you know independent BT in Yasukwe school desk crowd nibi. Me so from age 6 we started class 1 there was a desk there was a table chalk we tiakonya fit bibia me wo pi pa enesani me nyina eni ho why because of irresponsible leadership abba ye abrofo de Kwame Nkrumah de free hall enipa bia greedy and near my ingredients as to start life with you know from class 1 woman for says carry so one to talk dying about that's what they are doing ebia na me fan say ebia wo be bisa we yenum bi de yenim womu PSK organ ntiama we are messing out at erodu our sense of patriotism a dog for Ghana is gone because nipa na womu leadership position they are all greedy bastards and this is me time when I was age 6 we started class 1 me ba me num kakran and net here we university kura eba it does not guarantee you a job why is it so I didn't try so we are by your compared to I will be no better I didn't say yes and tisa I won't say your president what took Japan meeting be or Singapore or see what the Emirates we see what where transit to Dubai baby Kwame Nkrumah time not what the Ghana cat to 3 Ghana Airways VC-10 aircrafts. In fact, on the day no, soldier 4 years, it took Kwame Nkrumah. No trouble with one of the commercial flights, you know, a VC-10 back, and what they call Peking, you know, on one high private jet, one presidential jet, a plane of 5 passengers. Mimi Babu first, 1972, 53 years ago, and the Ghana the same VC-10 of Kwame Nkrumah somewhere you too, and there's a place in a corporation called Egu Yaseno. The man gave us everything. Said you bet me a naso as a nation near building and said you want British Airways, you want Ghana Airways, a flight to Heathrow every day, a flight to New York every day, Accra, New York, Accra, London, Accra. 53 years ago, Ghana Airways Corporation, VC, and I'm the Babu, and any hobby. It shows you, sir, you need leader. Kwame Nkrumah gave us showed us leadership, assets, war calls you to one for plane and go, Ujama, Ghana, factories, a waterman, and then Winning Berry was a factories it tells you that the country have been walking backwards instead of walking up from abrabo ye boko ye nim what the simple kesi ye koye nim ye ntimi amfa bi account kakra ko ja yasa say ni nyina are you telling me are we are governing ourselves well? The answer is a definite no because bibia wa brotire biara Kwame Nkrumah provided mayen you two that just one fan call with Janine a Ghanaian asset Ghana Sika Coco scan on here one fan call with Janine now Ghana Yanni a cage you know ya tutor ya saving now so that is why
over one more question and then first session we review yet we will continue another time and you be would you to say leaders now you trouble and I come once they came from us and they go to the top and
you know, my fear, I will follow me and
okay.
All
right. You were yes, sir.
See, what you were funny and anonymous.
Is there anything that we can do among ourselves, maybe influence the people around us as to what they look out for in choosing the very ones who lead us, Anna?
Which me no.
Okay, yeah, no,
yeah, no, not offer will be for so. Dear Yana say, any pebia banance, any anu be a banance, minim say, woman shadow and not sebio tin woman tiasio, almost is be a pese ye Ghana, a yes, a butcher, and and Ghana, me say. Up on 266, you know, near what Ghana Airways Corporation. Now, Britain's who are British Airways, KLM will be. 2 na ye prepare go tem na ya spray mu street light there will be a kanea will be na ebi ho e dia adwene ne ba wo mutimi so wo mutimi hunu kwase ye bontu wo mafa ye sika dia top V8 cars ene wo mutimi ana ye ne ye to aba ne de ye de ye tetrotro a mutrem ko ha ebi twa osere ho hwewo me gidi se de Ghana city no ene san nkofo wo get argument no enka ye nuru say and we don't qualify say enka ye ministers e tra V8 cable ye sika de said o man say kese ye tra e bi a Kia car simple ni enya sika ni bidudo e de aye rose aprepra go esi hospital papa na sika ni na de ye hwe nipa kakra bi V8 car no aya broti o man sika wo bu ba koso $120,000 so it's all krabe 1,000 millions of dollars some million TBC hospital CT scan MRI scan be hwe nipa yade and so they are talking na wotimo na 4 years is wo mo kwa no ma sa atama wo mo aho just wo ma fa car no kwase ebu a nkromata na ntisa no it was not like that enti kwan ya kwase ebu amamuo ne ye ne sisi se ye jai sa kwase ebu no a oma no ebetimi akonani nanso enipa adwene me ne hwan kwase ebu pa sisi so wonim ministers a wo mo to dan e wo UK ni US a wo mo manyina wo mo yare a wo mo kokko lebu wo mo kwa Broti hospital ade ntra so clearly wo mo bu ya nkwase a ade da ko lebu ho conference wo no wo mo ko ya na wo mo kwa Broti why wo ma to dan wo mo yire ni ya manu nya wo mo yire kwa ko wo ho clearly I say apartheid ebi no aye yie tebi so mo ba se nka wo be som ye ade adwuma no wo mo ye ya wo mo nya sika e ko to dan Broti US ni baby politics say kwase ebu pa na Kwame Nkrumah no di ye kan ya we abrofo ko ba ye no me say adan kwa won see one house nintade ana se ko the stamp bomu say property of Ghana owu a and we see nyuma ma ye pi tamade na tisa Broti adwuma bi e wo Broti bia dodo na nipa 3 ships the Bahamas will be 24-hour economy na wo hada dada ebinum ye adwuma tema we call 6 in the morning, no upon 8 hours. We point we be 2 to 10 another, and we be another 10 to a channel past 6. Did you approach simple work in your Kwame Nkrumah a tray? Mopam we are mu gun and must did in that term. One time and Fabia me come and the nayati quiet. So and then they will be because Ghana intimate just about it was about Papa near our plane made bad 53 years ago. Now your Ghana Airways, Ghana need pilot. Sa plane and na queen is VC10 aircraft. We are taught 3 of them. Ye run. I want him for CC. And the young year will be about Europe. Either saw the top Portugal and Beba, and our KLM, and our Brussels Air, and our British Airways. Ghana Airways had our own pilots. Kwame Nkrumah ti bibinia wa kan lu president ye broni pepepe ye dia. So on kwase asemiti. Any pole MPP ni ndi. Ya say sa nyema no Kwame Nkrumah di jan. Kesi ye bi ka ho. And then we be so because yentimi nyesa abuchi ebi ani ba ko na onni ho na me de minfi amedinti Ghana ne tisa abuchi pe ni ye wo ye ni aye plane ye wo ye pilots ye wo ship captains ye wo ye bibia ye trainee doctor medical school kani no wo be so ko ye this ko yi medical school abuchi and then ye trainee doctor Kwame Nkrumah dream na ha tisa abuchi mo pam no e da fe asay and ebi no nya nyini enti ase nto mo fi say ye pese Ghana ya abuchi but they don't know Ghana was like Abuchi pepe. Nyema na Abuchi. Get me nyema. Matches Kade factory. Ye ntoma. Ye bibia factories ni. Kumasi shoe factory, jewel factory, cocoa bottle. Ni ye ni nyina ha. And na ye crafty Bangladesh neighbor. You see, so I'm saying if I be no tina omon tiasie. Na woman to Kwame Nkrumah ni ran sinti. Ama ye kase on pese Ghana yes Abuchi. Ghana it was like Abuchi already from independent. That's what I can say. If given a chance. The black man can manage his own affairs. We create Numa near our Black Star Line ships. Ghana Airways planes. 53 years ago, na me kwa abuchi 1972. Na ye Ghana Airways aeroplane. Na me ba abuchi. Na nye tap Portugal, nye Brussels, nye KLM. Na ye Ghana Airways. 53 years. They say ni ho ntobi so hawo huni. To feel say me per se Ghana yes abuchi. Ni onim obi kasa onim aso waka won tiase. Me tiase. I've been around a long time. Near she said television, fridge in our tema. You were Black Star Line ships, it took captain, the beginning of direct ship, and the call. and then your pump coming. Ya says I mean, and one more bed here, one visit me the tram, and the Ghana is Abuchi, then ye Ghana was Abuchi when I service of union. Other say me war and only be almost 1 or 2 years into home. No be away 70 plus beer and say, and you may end up with now. I mean, the organization. And we can do it. You need leader, papa. You bet me. To say na Mahama no to go Japan. What the Emirates na ekwe. Kagane we say oh ye ni idea. Now so more pam kwa men kuma na fe de ye minister na also akọ ye transit. Nothing in to kwa medical mba me transit to Schiphol airport Amsterdam for about 2, 3, 4 hours sometime. Say ya dream ye near to be form another Ghana Airways dia. President will call what the Bako, every 2 car, any Ghana pilot, air hostess, or Bako Abba, on your transit, any uncle high private jet. Now you shoot, yes, stand young junior. If it were for another Ghana Airways, because not a war, one way in him. Sabi, Semina me come in the Amon Papa movie, or be confirmed the American Nara, near you, human, near Marcus, ye now Ghana, corn beef, near your Bocatanga, corn beef, and then a crab free Brazil. Corn beef, a yakra, near Yebi Ghana, and then Piabi, there was a factory. I will Bocatanga, meat factory, corn beef, a tron Ghana, Volta corn beef. And so Obi would name into a fish here, Mimi Pesagana Yabuchi. Ghana was in a butcher in Chroma style, ya corn beef, ya way a plane, ya way a ship, ya young to my yes, free, ya radio, cars, ya matches, ya car tie, Bomsa tie factory. Was a Prisia, ya car ya yin in our hassy. Now, Ubi Nimwa or new Badiati, to be there, my country will be as a be a made them in Ope Penmua, who be Nesawati, made a nuclear and a mecha de Bia. Now, my body party, from you know, MPP and DC. Now, a bow man talk, we are making no progress. Kwame Kuma the name in a giant, secretary, walk or fun, with any now, man, I want him. And they go to me now, yam prepara. And a yaria, malaria, ekum nipa. Hospitals will call better for. One do me yaran kabuchi hospital. Sarkwasan was any rain. Why should I
you offer?
When I look, people. Thank you.
You offer.
Thank you very much.
Also a perspective. Come. Now, said the original. There are multiple people who also think like that, and we will have the multiplier effect of that line of thinking also elsewhere. And he for us to change the mindset that is gotten us into this quagmire, and then we will be able to make progress as well. Thank you so much, Ofa. Sam Safo, so what we can Sam Bamas
I think it's your
na minu aboko there.
it's Adam Boko. Also,
Nyamiado. Questions and answers. And you the uti Ofa and come my yabo is here. Maybe I will be come who and answer also will be for the 2 tables. So, what do you need here?
you can chill BBR, chill BBR. Yeah, material from common, very interesting, and like you said, we all have point of views into. Maybe I don't understand it completely, but my home maybe offer a free banner. By I think the one question I'll be offer saying, do these people have a choice? And I think the simple answer, no. Well, if I say how many choice by from where I'm standing, no, everybody, we always do have a choice. We always do have a choice. By I think the problem here and I think say of our body, I can't. People back home, these leaders, they have not created any opportunities for these people, for these citizens or these Ghanaians back home. Now, things of probably put it this way. I'm on my command science, it's as if say only choice because it do say about to banner. It's not so my command science, be badness or bed dangle like 1,000 Ghana cedis and I say 500 Ghana cedis or many more. No, so almost and then no matter what banner sending on the panel. By at the end of the day, they have a choice. And I've also said here before, say, just because one might come a deal, I drew about one or about or Ghana 500 cities in the bad down. You have to ask yourself, say, Abana me kotono. I understand, say Ochina Udidi. Nte beyond here, 500 and all the Didi Ochina. But you have to understand, say, Abana me kotono. Am I just voting for tomorrow? And I say for just the next 2-3 weeks. So it comes down to sacrifice. How much are you willing to sacrifice? Because you can say, look, yes, accommodate me. I say so, I say me didi by NT. I'm not gonna accept this 500. Rather, I'm at to a ban for the long term. Instead of voting for either NPP and as NDC, okay, instead of voting for Sumasi, Kofi and I say or Benson Amano, I'm going to vote for the right person now. He or she will implement the right economic policies. So in the long term, even cry accommodate and that's what me war. At least if I'm in bad, and I say me nana no. Like years from now, no, at least they will be in a better place. So the bottom line is yes, we all have a choice. It comes down to how much are you willing to sacrifice or what do you really want? The long term goal or the short term goal? So in terms of uncommon métier. And another point, no no for I think it's bizarre no. And I don't remember the exact question, but he keeps saying, say leadership, leadership, leadership. In my view, we are all leaders. You know, leaders. Yes, you to Obama. With your say yes, we don't need to Obama. Omo na idea minor show I say omo XYZ. By at the end of the day, you know, leaders, and you don't have to do it on a bigger scale. So like, area mo kakra na what's na you can take the time. And I understand, say, it's a very hard work. And I understand, say, you voted these people in place to educate the people. I understand, say, at Banama, we don't say, XYZ. But just because, say, I don't think, say, it means, say, yes, a better and just waiting for them or every day, you criticize them. It comes a time where we have to get up ourselves and take actions ourselves. Because the area more night, we can organize the people, we can educate the people. It makes me want to say, look, these people are not doing XYZ. By Yan Yankasano, you're coming together as a community now. You bet me to take Gottes in them. Yankasan, you're coming together as a community now. You bet me at thought light, I should share light, you bet me at light bulb, I should share bulbs now, and again, I understand, say, you're elected leaders where you treat your taxes and they should be doing this. But when you do that, you educate the people, and then next time, maybe almost to a banner, they will vote to, like, they will vote for something better than the almost to a banner that I mean. But if we are not really taking any action in our communities and we just keep criticizing these people and we're not helping the community to really understand that, then unfortunately, they will keep voting the same way they've been voting. To them, this is the only choice they see. So maybe it's up to you and I, to help them see another choice, to have a better view, to understand things better, so on. And so we always have a choice, and we cannot always sit and just wait. There used to be one lady, Bia, now Taba, say, Mami Penny, and she used to go to Ghana back and forth all the time. And she was one time I called Ghana now my example. I was into Ghana and baby or quite like area anymore light bulb, light is one of my bulb and actually. And the street in this, your brooch phone kind of two on more. Obiato air transient area more for I buying by the light bulb and I share electric pole. But meanwhile, and waiting na brochure for normal to one more, they could have easily contribute and just replace the light bulb by almost to whole chain. So sometimes, we get it. Yeah, to Abanama, you treat taxes, and they're not doing what they do. But we have to take action ourselves, and in the process of taking the action, we educate the masses, and then in the future, maybe when they're voting again, they will vote with a little bit of sense, for lack of better words. You see, the I can't find only offer the end. I did back also. Me and Kasa, I was just thinking about it, and I was saying, say we have to learn to compromise. Say, yes, you back compromise. Yeah, it's you're back on the say, and there will be no end to anything. What am I saying is, and I again, maybe of a example. One thing I've come to like about Fabuidi is say, Oba sometimes Oba he's not afraid. Say at the end of nya utimi pay mukase and yet even though say Yebeka say not buying and I was no, I don't even know why Kasi we are buying because he's not in charge of them. But even though he support them, omu ya the nya Oba or Kasi pain and yet omu ya the swear ya Oba no ababo my baso. And that's what I mean by compromise. We cannot always come and just keep criticizing and for lack of, you know what, and for what it is, insulting these people. Like, your wahana, I think, bombarded Becca chair, Cynthia, buying where our bus and woman be to trust that DST, Vinima offices, Perhaps it's not a big deal, but it's a step towards something. Okay, and can be bomb but yet we threw that aside. But the minute somebody at the end, near starting the budget, yeah, bomb with it and then. We have to learn to compromise in this or yeah, be yeah, and find how big or how small it is. No, yeah. We have to learn to appreciate it and encourage them to do it bigger next time. And so on yeah, in the same sense, near back, near baba bomb with you. So I quite thought no Oba Wolf here. Oba no he or she's not always going to do the right thing. Oh yeah, Ubona baso, no I encourage, oh yeah, so I know man as so we have to really learn to compromise and be able to swing both ways. And if we're not going to do that, unfortunately, we will keep going this way and there will be no end to this madness or to how the country is going. So Papa Smiley,
Okay, I see. Nti metewase yi a yɛn nyinaa sɛdeɛ wɔka no yɛn nyinaa yɛwɔ choice nyɛ saa.
Oh yeah, you always have a choice.
You always have it. Okay, I see.
Simple.
So me see deɛ wɔka no yi a sɛ on sɛ choice biara ɛwɔ consequence nyɛ saa.
Oh yeah.
Nti the question that we should be asking ourselves and say, are we ready for the consequences of our choices or not? So, because the Odi side say the best time to plant the time of farming. Now Odi side say instead say in this time of farming I'll make a choice to perhaps midi quarter na three quarter no midi ato ho. We decided also who say it comes with consequences. Obechere oyam kom ene. Nemum no in a few months or a few years no obey the bay. Ubenya bibi edi. Na you see said yak yesunya wa hase no sometimes no ubenya bibi edi no ya na enye necessary say wo as a physical individual no ana obese enye edi na emum nchirima ebeba no ohun omunye di a wo wanya edi right wo wanya edi enti se metie wasem na wo kan yi pa dia ene na kire say what we need to be asking ourselves are we ready for the consequences of the choices that we have to be making ana na uhimwa consequences no na my brother me say ya na yenye ready say you be face those consequences no enti ya always ni ya ko she baby yes we need choice bia obua consequences no one person will be facing right
Yep.
Enti the mind will find an excuse to run away from those consequences. What I say I don't know or baby ebema no I feel it okay oh yeah oh I mean man yeshi I just say and your friend comforting lies me boy comforting lies only choice but said you waka no and yes a choice na nie na consequences of the choices that you are thinking of say also all making no and you are not prepared to face those consequences. Thank you very much, Sam Safo.
And Papa Smiley, let me
Yes.
say this, you know, like for Chum, like I totally understand where he's coming from because yeah, so what to about Mobi. Yeah, so we pay our taxes. Yeah, say wo as individual no we pay our light bill. Now I say ECG provide the light in the mouth. Yeah, so wo as individual no why you be as so we and then it could draw BCC or no and yeah or no so not from with no person obey. So I completely understand where offer is coming from, right? It's very painful. By we have to sometimes I don't know. I don't even know what word to use. Sometimes we have to say, see, you know what? As painful as it is, you know, I'm willing to endure it and help other people see better or understand better. Then it be our next time, we can all as collectively and do better because at the end of the day in Senya Okano, we are a part of something. We are part of something bigger. Unfortunately, no, so if you're of a chumuno, he knows better. So on uncle to abandon my own no. But unfortunately, on kwana as individual na battle no, it's not gonna, it will make a difference by on kwana, it won't make a difference. You see, but if he is able to help the community understand and see better now, which is not his job to do it, perhaps, but if he's able to help, like on the street, maybe whatever block he lives on, and help those people to see better now, those people can also help other people see better. And enye juma kitwa. I'm just saying it. I'm saying it like that, but enye juma kitwa. And yet something is why you see the results today, tomorrow, or even maybe 5 years from now. It will take time. So, but we cannot always take the stance that if it doesn't go our way now, and then we are angry or we are upset or whatever. According to say, your president or Wokromhan, say, anytime the numbers doesn't, you don't speak to his favor, and the system is rigged. No, or sake a man for now, fire a man for. If we take that approach now, in the long run, it doesn't benefit anybody. So it's happening here in America, unfortunately. Even America is a big country. It's happening. So we have a leader as Uncle where then he lashes out at everybody. By Otidi Opedia, everything is cool. And in the long run, it's not gonna help anybody. So we really have to be conscious about, how we approach and how we see things and how we speak about things. And so there, man, for make us say
You Sam, let me say offer all mute no ho
Asɛmpa.
yama ne kana semba kona afi yanko Dr. Jingo so. Offer kasa.
Dear, now Mr. Sapo can be to say, Mimi fear her. Street light is see me fear, no, me and I'm a toy. Mimi fear would tribute to me fear, not papa, you know what to pull. You see, the government is doing nothing for us all. Scanning the woman tax no more. Me buy a papa's one or two, we see 5 ACG poles, Nana Kanye, until or see me make contribution at 1.5 million man. Nemo miana, me say, you be bottom scan of a light kakaka. We say to electrician, our full pole, or the ball, just to light up in front of my house. The next opposite also why you be. See road no there. Unfortunately for me, yeah, Abuchi for maybe free London, the opposite march free London. Back or 2 so almost US for and Germany back. Until me lane, what 10-year ram, Abuchi for lights the wall, straight me stretch the toy. The local MMC for and Yemoshi, nothing. And yet we pay all the taxes, you pure water bill. There's a component for the government to provide street lighting. Says can almost one more D. And then Yana become was a minimum say, me mean to Obama MPP, mean to my NDC. What I see is a woman useless for. But I keep on bashing them until said one made the right set. Me and Casa, the bear me party, some me area. Who said it me about London? We come in next, maybe London next month. Number about my way. Now, me and I am ya one more any position. One more need British passport will be to Britain. We will need pension and me walk. But me dear, tell me on me my bomb brand. Me dear, you can't take it away from me and intention na me dear because I bind to me yeah mommy and me am my mad. Me ya no me kasa me come man enkofo a said woman ni position me woman said no, the government have a responsibility because me in London street lights in ya nam ye abana aye ni na portal ni London drain bus in abana run. I expect Ghana government to be doing the same thing. Woman first carry their top V8 car. Obi to see Ghana yenya abrochi Ghana ministers you know say yes ye drive V can see a drive Kia car made in India and the economy na ho ye ni nya mie say tra V8 car ye ni mie sa it woman first carry David actor you be comfort very bad very wrong can say Kia made in India and Safo Kojo Safo cars no bi ni enya sika they build a hospital for ye nyina on say trimodin ti no wo ye ne sa woman acto V8 car MPC ya no mutimu basis ni krom ha na ya me ya meka da bia me ntimi change bibia me da me ta so a na ma Trump British Airways KLM na me call London. I wish said that will be also between ye because Ghana ban there Kwame Nkrumah ban no na had to say abrochiri ye duma 24 hours tema plane amediko abrochiri Ghana plane Ghana Airways pilot Ghana ni and they be hard ni Yeni ekwa bruti nya ye abrofu play ada say tap Portugal Brussels KLM as na Ghana kwa bruti out to Accra for Ghana with Ghana ni pilot come on I'm sorry ntina yetimi abruti na nya kwa me kuma ye ni nyina bi de maye ade ya say no na obi o ha sabi nkuma ta ni bi ato 2 3 4 years into hu wonyi ni say ye be say Ghana kwa me kuma gave us abruti lifestyle ka wo wan kiasa kwa ye nim kwa more ana ye pam no na aboye nyina yitu so a ye nyina ete very sad nkoma de we ye bi pa
all right
corn beef and ye crafty Argentina Brazil ye corn beef for her ye
okay over yama assignment bi ene de me sure say ye betimi age enti wo de thank you very much offer true no Dr. Jingo say what me can let me unmute you na bra doc so what me can bama so
I drink here, Papa smiling. What is it?
Nyame adom boko nanso
Boko.
Beautiful. You and the romance man, right? So the romance bit might solve your problems, Nina.
Oh yeah. So we are kind romance or chromo one can say sponsor and capaba.
Sir. Romance bit me. I'm a young college leaders.
Yeah.
Without the input of a electrics.
No, yeah. So it be everybody.
So and then
Obia when you where drew 18 years or 12 right? Yes, if he's reading the book of Romans now, Papa Somali. Can you say the country no? And the country no, I change it because the Romans, right? That's the book, right? To salvation. So that's it tells us how human being, how we are, how bad we are. So just say, and then it gives us the solution. So just say, and to when we read the book of Romans now it gives us the picture of us, how bad we are, and then the solutions, and then when we apply the solutions now, that is where we are going to have what? A renewed mind. So that's the solution, renewed mind, in the society, and our reasonable services, are be provided to our neighbors, to our strangers. Everybody we are will be what? Acceptable in the sight of God. So that's it. And you say, oh yeah, we are Minister of Education. That's the amount of school down here, right? Sikano, fanko Google bottom and Cheskamu Miensa, and day. And this cano. Now Chemumi and Sana on far a Buba companion, and one could see school dying. Now the Bakwa could see dying team. Now the Bakwa so day. Only Ubi the Aqua could. That's how it is. See the book of Romans in there, Papa Smiley. a book very powerful for everybody to read it. So that's it. When you read it and believe it now, then you will know, say, this is the word of God. And then the words in it, right? Once you believe it, it works effectually in you. So it's going to change the way you think, the way you behave. So that's it. It's a wisdom book, Papa Smiley. So you have the knowledge, from the book, and then you apply it, and then the wisdom, what follows. So, and that is how it is. So that's it. The my mention about because me and say, when you book a romance on the way saying, let me drive up because I didn't say I'm off, but my appointment 3:00 to go and do my physicals, annual physicals. So just say, because you have to do it. So that what is going on in your body. So that is how it is. The book, you surgeons, or say, not slothful in business.
Yet you also. Yet you also.
Not slothful in business, right? Fervent in spirit, serving the Lord. So just say, also let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil. Cleave to that which is good. What? Be kindly affected one to another. With what? With brotherly love, in honor, preferring one another. Papa Smiley. And you some question. Or say, for us we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office. Papa Smiley, so just say, we are one member, right? Ghana, we are one member, but not all members have the same office. It is a who you are appointed as a leader. Papa Smiley, you are there, why? To provide the things for the members to enjoy, to benefit. So just here, say more for so osi dan. Why is there more for now? And say providing electricity. Okoko chia eka sika mo be for pole. Yeah, I say be cry. We see we and cry on baby. Sa no omafro crocodile line. I say crocodile line enu so that so koko chia bribe. But I say what? Now what kwa no usi dan no. Wo na say okoko kopeu electricity pole. I mean how? Papa Smiley. It is a me pay gold electricity pole and never see. To be so pay brass electricity pole and also the BBC. Obi pay black electricity pole, not the BBC. Obi pay diamond electricity pole, not the BBC. Papa Smiley. Any song. So what I say, it's that is into the book of Romans in there, Papa Smiley. Yeah, very, 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 very book. Good. Say you're penny free. Say, oh, come on, trans, no come on, Kanya, Papa Smiley. Come on, yes, sir. What I say, be out to Chromobia. No. And make kind of me believe you know, as a me. So I say, and come off, I say, you know, so Kanya, a best son, or Papa Smiley, you can't, a best sound. So that's it. But a man from pay. So they are thinking say they can do it by themselves. No. Human beings, we are corrupt. For there is nothing good in us. We are corrupt because our father, we are corrupt. So that's it. And that is where we get all the natures from the moon by and to be a and for Quemu. So, tell them catch say, yeah, as a car, as a dead, everybody, we are dead. We need what? A jump shot, external external power to jump shot us so that, power will come to us. That's how we are now. It's promise. But they are not faithful leaders. So that's it. So if you are a faithful leader, let's say the position in Mawa. So that's it. If you are honest leader, if you have integrity, so that's it. Let's say this position in Mawa. When you come into that office now, you make sure say the good office one for you, because your amount rules, your amount regulations. So that's it. What to use it to operate. To benefit the people. So yes, you are collecting taxes. When you collect the taxes now, you are using some of the taxes to do other things. Also use the taxes to improve their roads, hospitals, and all. Yes, we are collecting all those taxes to provide for them. Schools, people are paying this thing. So they say, and then if you want to expand the taxes, yes, they have communities over there. You what? Wait, yeah. That's why we have councils. They were near Kumasi City Council, your AMA, there were this, yes. You call them to come together. There were chiefs, there were towns. Yeah, you have to work with with the chiefs. Now we collaborate because say, hey, Kumawu, they say Mukroi, this is how we want the chrono to be, or Ukraine pe nkrofo a omunim de ne rade omunya de omun survey omunya surveying a land near na maybe a bit media ide a bit media see hospital maybe a bit media see school maybe a bit media residential areas so open per church maybe a bit media see so open mosque maybe a bit media see so what you say yes what putting all these things in place the chiefs until the chief so the people will right, or put all these things in place in there that and say to me, meaning what is there for me to go and buy it? So they say, bathers or more chromonum, they have to have what standards, they have to make sure say they are using the right standards to bathe the houses. So they say, more the plugs, two pins, also there 3 pins. So what they say? Obi enkonko to any man does Papa Smiley. Any man does, but we have to put those standards in place, and then we have to have people where they can make sure say those standards now we are put in place, people are following. So they say, and then the behavior of the people that's how it is. Say nipano how they jumana man say on so if he is not doing the work, what are the steps to correct that mistakes? So they say, we coach 1 or 2 months be so you have to fire the person. You fire him. So they say, that is how it is, because when you do those things now, then you see say gradually now the people when they are reading the Romans then they are having a renewed mind. Now they are changing. They are changing because the teachings and answer the doctrine and what they are learning, the knowledge they are getting, right? Now they are applying it. They are applying it. One say they will fully well and say, oh yes, now we have come to a place to say, okay, they say, this is where we want the country to be. So, but say Omoba power. Now say ọmụ kọkọje bosia na ọmụ cronies na edi animu kọkọje bosia no na ọmụ ati ọmụ commission say 10% or say 15% from the loan
dɔkɔ okay ɛma dɔkɔ mfansi ai na yɛnkɔma ɔfa boadi kwan na ɔno nso ɛnka bi ɔfa boadi timi ka
hello baba
dɔk ɛne ɛfa sie na yɛnkɔ dɔk ɔfa boadi so why first in your code. Near tea, but him say, oh, cut it off sometime, you know. Thank you. So the SCMI. Why? You could see offer wedding zoo kakra. Why? Thank you. And yeah, offer body, Bamaso.
I can catch your papa.
Now offer boko there.
Oh, when they. Boko, Sabende.
And your boko sao.
Have you, papa?
Now offer and you be out. Minim sɛ wɔbɛka wɔ deɛ wɔbɛka na ɛnyɛ bia watena ase pɛn abusa the multiplier effect of some of the actions that you take anaa sɛ meka sɛ wote question ase
papa
wote aseɛ kakra wɔ ho okay ɛne ɛdi ka miɛhu sɛ deɛ wosi te aseɛ ansa na wayi ano
sɛ me manamotu a metu no ma ho nsunsuanso a de ma transia ahwɛ nsunsuanso a de ba
okay okay yeah what can sense o can say yes no an but don't say wo ba mu ama don't say obi a wonim nsunsuanso no anya another deeper understanding and I can say have you sat down to consider the multiplier effect of the actions that you take? Let's say no, I say oh babemu ye be seen so multiplier effect. And I say the rippling effect. Yan can say so multiplier number swama wa. Yan find the rippling effect.
Papa. It depends sometimes no. Do baby a be trans be who say what the normal to turn say any wobɛhu kakra positive and negatives ɛwɔ mu na sɛnea medical ka sɛ yɛ nipa a yɛnhyɛ da nteki saa nɔɔma no serious no nti no ɛna woteki koraa yɛn record yɛ nti no wobɛsɛ na nyame abɔ werɛfra bata ɛho na ama wo werɛ fi bi sometimes yɛkyɛke but programs ne dɔɔso no nti no we are busy fi.
What's the problem in those? Into of I say, you find say, oh, nam kwaso a drive or bedroom, sir. Anna will be sending a message. Say, of a body with him, Srewa, and enemy here bear say, 1,000 Ghana be. Oh.
Yes.
Eddie, Chitram, why I shall 1-2-1-2-1-2 be right. And he, and you be a and son now be send it, Sabia, imagine Sabia for sending 1,000. So, would you consider the multiplier effect of sending that 1,000 to the person, and then if you consider that multiplier effect, what are some of the possible rippling effects that you may say, oh, if I send this 1,000, this will happen. It will go on to make this happen. It will go on to make this happen. Do you reflect on such a manner to before you send the money to the person?
Of course, Papa. Now send you what you can say. Me dream ho na mahu say ade na ekọ no ekoye nipa ne papa say ekoboa no ana ekoye ne bone ana even though baby ade na nkasa kura efiri no ade effect na no so ebenya ho papa say on de eche no eti say me de we nyina atoto akwam na me say o baby efi na nkasa no effect bia nheda emma ye bad ai be ebe affect nipa na na se benya nsusu asobone wo ni baby ade ni me di free no na me trans so na me nipa no ofre me no ebi a menim ni situation ebi kura so menim na ma hwese o Ghana se ni ahokyere ne no ma wo ho no na ebi asomasi opescan kura de aboa ai ma ne ba ku school opescan de atua hospital bill na me check sa no ma we nyina na me obi a papa ntɛm na mayɛ menim sɛ mede anyɛ hwee no baabi a mewɔ no at least mɛtumi ayɛ na ya moka sɛ still no mɛtumi ahwɛ me ho so kakra na mɛde akɔma sometimes kora no sɛnea woka no ɛduru baabi kora woni bi na wosan akɔbɔ ho bɔsen de akɔyɛ saa deɛ no sign ebi a hia ehia ɔho nti no ɛnom no yɛteki yɛhwɛ ho ayiyɛ yɛdi ho dwuma to be say papa na ka
you thank you very much for also answer to that question. It's another big question that perhaps we may need to revisit another time. What's the common no be kama, right? Say odi out abantem ntino utie common no be fefe kama dia na awoka dia na ye woche ene da nso odi ni tie.
Papa sɛnea wokaeɛ no ɔkɔhye baako no broad ɛso yɛka sɛ yɛka adeɛ bɛkye no a matie bi nso sɛnea woka matie na dansɛ nso mesɔre ntɛmpa nti kakra na bi wɔ kwan mabrɛ hɔ a na matie bi na papa mefiti last Friday no ne nsɛm a ɛkɔ so ɛne nea ɛkɔ so wɔ Ghana ɛne yɛankasa yɛ platform so bama so Telegram Facebook, WhatsApp, say, but one my bisan ho question say, say yan crabio, say shebril. Papa, here na me dream ho na me ka. And they say me tiana of a coffee cannon sem na my sentin am say Akwantufuo we kura mo se nyame o baby anyame te no obe sorry so bo Ghana for kan. Because yensem no edudu baby a meti ase a enye ye papa because of say enti meti ase enye ye ye ba krosu na enye ye platform eso nko an hwe Akwantufuo mo kasa nyina so omo ewo nimde a say baby e omo ankasa kro omo from ho elite educated ones no omo ankasa omo nimde wo ye omo so na ehwe oman so eti mehwe ba bia oman no ye dura na ye situation aba bedu a na me say enye coincidence enye bibia nti na me ye ba say enipa na ewo mu no saa na e be reflect saa na e be ye ti na kwame kroma gyae no ma bebre a ye ya adwen mu no ye nim say ogyae a ya se no maka ne ha say nye NDC ne MPP na say oman no eye nipa no bebre omukura no mudi kwam NDC ne MPP anim no omo sɛ oman no mo ofa kan de bi sɛ Ghana Airways papa Ghana Airways no because of say na ye pese be ye nti no enduru sɛ kofo meton a sɛ na omo gu Ghana Airways no kura honhom mu manaka ayi but ade ne sɛ wa ebe sɛ wo nsɛm no ayɛ sɛ samanfo nsa wa ebe sa wo nsɛm na sɛ wo na wokɔ ɛnoma ni bebree wɔ hɔ a Akwantufuo mo be manage Ghana time a yɛ ka sɛ Akwantufuo be yes kafo no Ghana companies no collapse na saa Akwantufuo no mo manage no managers ne keke no mo ayɛ omo nya sika na omo ti GPLTU ne sika Liver Brothers igu na yɛ nya Akwantufuo mo a omo di nya sika na no nyinaa chi na me trans na me sɛ sanka mre yɛ duri nka Akwantufuo bi be yɛ no ma yɛ na utie yen commentaries ni yen sema eka hwe nti asemu ya me won say me ka say platform iso na na do ko han play o han sa jet tv e ma ye kan ye twa na bra pa ye kan na bebre enka bi de oba na omo do mo na sa no mo adie bi wo mu na no na ye nyem free mu a ebe ha ye no say ma say I say ye suma ewom ye busua ye boy enton mo edi emu too much na se eno nso no enkosi baabi ti se zurifo na omo mo nton na na so omo busua no ho hia omo bebre a because of say one client omo bibia omo ye bom mane kosi but here there no we asantini a enkosi asante hɔ a wontumi nka sɛ me asantini nti ɛsɛ mehwɛ asante nko a ho wohwɛ a ɛbɛkɔ bonofo ba abɛto amo so sɛ nti anhwɛ bonofo yi a na ɛkɔm de wɔn a ɔmbɛto ahyɛ asantefo so sanka yɛ na asantefo nko a wɔ ɔmo boda bono wɔ ɔmo boda na ɔdwene kosi bono ano a na nka yɛ pɛpɛpɛ but here there no yɛnyɛ ne saa eti na akɔyɛ sɛ abi a anyɛ sɛ mekofi a ɛne adeɛ ne sɛ papa deɛ nti a meka saa wa na meka nsɛm bebree me illustrate bebree ne sɛ ye ka play ho asɛm na no yɛ te ha ya within short time ɛna MP baako de ba sɛ Mahama akɔ han play na yɛ tietiem radio nipa koro na so na Mahama no kugya ton resign but ɛbɛtɔ abɔnten sɛ ɛnyɛ nɔkorɛ no then nipa koro na sɛ twa mo ho sɛ no ɛsɛ yɛ top play ni bi kura adentina ɛsɛ president kɔ tena baabi otu kwan no taking about 22 hours taking 9 hours taking ɛsɛ kenya play na eti sabio nkrofo so ɔmo ka saa asɛm no ɛnyɛ nkora o madika aka ne asɛ ɔman a yɛte mu a ɔba ɛwo wo yere nyam no wo sika sofa kufi kan nyina wotua electricity bill wa bibia ebi kura wo sika wo de otua hospital bill nyina wo bɛkɔ na wo yere ne akola ne dafam ɔman a yɛte mu a amanfo ho kyerɛ mu nti ama yɛnsuo nyina mo so mbɛsɛ ne dia garamsi na yɛntumi nyɛ saa no ma we ɔman a yɛte mu a kwan kura from first capital to second capital yɛni nkrofo a mo yɛ elite people the other day me can say ye fear broche ni problem na amanfo ntia ye tie broche na sa aka se no chichia say aban no say yenya plan bi dey so high play 15,000 per hour 10,000 per hour ye fokura am say 10,000 say 12,000 e de ko tena wi na ya na mabisa mo say ni ya me kan tem bia say ministers no Mahama no okọ ana say president foforo no bia okọ no okọ Japan ho akọ Saudi yare wa nru ho within hour na nipa ne bewu sometimes papa ti asia na enye yi me ko kwan a me de misika na ekọ me tra play no time de me ko kodu na edu Mahama tema yeto abati a na obetra abontin no e the same Mahama no sesan yemfa moja foforo nwu ne mu no fa commercial de ko ni nua so de ne private jet beboa no yesi hey platform ya so kra kan bi Ghana for si hey o so ofuri ni nua ne play no na so befa commercial so abo si hey enne ya eti se Mahama koto private jet say kim asem na me kra no me sorry etia because o man ye deserve say ye de private jet ma ye nkrofo no e de no brabe no mabo aboa ye timamufo na say entini ye de private jet komo America oti we me nya sure say ye obi yare de no beto basket chi obi yare be ka say ye pebobo ya de nakọ ambulance ho una mo kwan so kwan be 5 ukọ ni yo ko betima fa be 10 places na akọ enti se omo no aye omo bibia wie na ahoto no eche se omo se this a wa on pese obey adwuma me nya sure so obi wo America so pese o ye adwuma e na o se me nya adwuma nti my homeless no nipa no gi se bi ono am kasa mpese obey wa chusu so obey homeless na obey enti na ma homeless wo but ye man no nkrofo adwuma ni bia ye ba adwuma ni bi ni ho the man for construction work no patro numre oba de beto aduane kura di na wakọ adwuma no still wonya aduane ni yet o ma we mu na enoma at least ya start say en kakra te say dem ka kuma si to Accra road ekum ni pa be de ho na say ye de president no so ye nyanya play na say o de be 5 million ko saa be 1 month skase ni ase no presidential jet ye kwa akota a menye sure say ba ko ye 10 million e be cost say no yentimi mfa nye bibi Mahama ono ankasa na okọ no ye humble man oforo ye no kra no on complaining but because of diabolic ni no ma binti ene ye say ye ntimi anya dia ye ma ni nyina ansai ye ya ntimi anya no se papa no be ye no wagidin die mani ene ma Ghana nkoso no ɛno nti na ama sɛ obi esi school dan a obi ba ɔmpɛ sɛ ɔbɛtoa so obi si hospital obi ba ɔmpɛ sɛ ɔbɛtoa so obi ayɛ railways obi ba ɔpɛ yɛ wɔn nneɛma bebree ho hia yɛ to me no ɛne nipa bebree a menim sɛ nɔkorɛ sɛ obi adwuma da hɔ sɛ nyɛ diabolic ne yɛ a obi ne wɔbɛ suggest saa deɛ wi nɔkorɛ deɛ baako sɛ nyɛ sɛ yesu bi na ɛwɔ mu sɛ o adeɛ no sɛ nipa no yɛgya no ma no yɛ a bɛka sɛ kwadwo bɔ nsu tam maakonta Mr. Twum nyame mfa ne kra nsie yie ɔka kyerɛ me sɛ wo deɛ wonim sɛ gya ma kwadwo Twum akɔ wei koraa na mesan akɔ ma kwadwo Twum mɛdwo yi kwadwo bɔ nsu ɛyɛ deɛ ɔpɛ sɛ ɔyɛ Kumase no a yɛ party na aka opposition nam sɛ maakonta nti asɛm wɔ ka ɔsi gyagya wode asɛm a meka mekɔ na otumfoɔ ne meko bi na woka no ɛsi ehwɛ yɛba yɛbɛyɛ ɔmba within bɛɛ 4 months no start complain sɛ akonta woka yɛ sɛ adwene ɛwɔ yɛ team a yɛde yɛ no yɛba yɛ nkrɔfo nso a ɔmo kɔda yɛ deɛ na no ɔmo amfi ohu yɛn try sɛ safo na ba bɛyɛ o sɛ Mr. Twum na bɛyɛ o sɛ wɔn na bɛyɛ o ɔyɛ na ɛyɛ yɛn nko adeɛ yɛ baabi a mepɛ sɛ meyi Mr. Twum na bɛtena nti bi adeɛ ɔde bɛba bia na ɛnyɛ Mr. Twum deɛ nti a mede ne deɛ ba mu sɛ ɔno deɛ ma ho sɛ ɔyɛ nipa a ɔgyina one side atem bi ɔka ne sɛneɛ ɔka no sɛ yɛtɔ land cruisers ma wei no ma hu ne sɛ bayɛ sɛ meyɛ ne general because ɛnyɛ nipa no baako nti na me nso mede me ho fra ɛsa na ɛsi adwen ɔman a yɛte mu a MPC yɛhu mfasoɔ bi a wɔn so ne akɔtɔ land cruiser de ama wɔn ɛno koraa yɛ esu ho yɛka ho ɛno yɛ 100,000 so yɛ esu ho yɛsa te yɛ suggest sɛ yɛma president one trip pɛ no wɔn spend bɛyɛ 5 million 10 million yɛnkɔtɔ yɛ suggest sɛ yɛnkɔtɔ play over millions of dollars ebetumi de ayɛ de foforɔ helicopter ya yɛsan ko ho sɛ yɛnkɔtɔ yɛtɔ helicopter baako no fa so bɛ ne ba so yɛte sɛ gya bi atɔ makola ɛma sogyafoɔ yɛ sɛ policefoɔ yɛ ɔmo de ɔmo helicopter na akɔdum ɔmo de akɔboa yɛde akɔ rescue nkurɔfoɔ accident bi asi dabi ɔmo de kɔ mmaa pɛ ɔmo kɔ conference wɔ Cote d'Ivoire na ɔmo asesa ɔmo gɛs agum na ɔmo de ɔmo kɔ ministers yi bi kɔdi ɔmo party yɛtea na amanfoɔ de presidential jet nam wiem otu party papa sɛ nkurɔfoɔ wei yɛ wei na yɛn a yɛyɛ tena burokyire yɛn a yɛfrɛ ho sɛ elites no yɛsan support wɔn a ɔman no yɛwia ne yɛbɛbile mi MPP NDC nkurɔfoɔ nso comment a ɛba ne nkurɔfoɔ ɔmo ka saa nkurɔfoɔ wei nyina ɔmo claim sɛ ɔmo ni party o ɛno ti na yɛ a menyi ntum sɛ MPP ne NDC no because sɛ ɛhwɛ MPP NDC a membership no menyɛ sure sɛ MPP ɛbɛboro 3 million membership menyɛ sure sɛ NDC wo deɛ memfa no 4 million na 5 million membership nipa na yɛaka ne yɛsɛ nipa sɛ ne register to aba adanti na te bia ɔmo ne control enti sɛ ɛkɔba saa deɛ na ɛbrɛ bi na bi asɛm a ɔka sɛ obi ayɛ MPP NDC no obi any different party na ɛnɔkorɛ papa deɛ ma memfa ma no si na obi mmerɛ bi na ɛyɛ na asɛm no ayerɛkɔ obi akyirɛ a na wakoma wabɛkasa na ahwɛ koraa aka deɛ nka
yo ɔfa bɔdi yɛbɛda ase na samo
mo ha
wobɛhwɛ kyire ketewa bɛma me I'll be back in about an hour so nti wo deɛ yɛma ɔwɔ a ne champion bra msɛ nsɛm a ɔfa bɔdi ka ne msɛ muɔhye o emotion pa so and so opposite we must be resolute in what we are wanting, right? We give out what is deserving, not just what matches someone's identity. Only identity, you know. Call one champion so what's it? I'll be in and out. Why? Call one champion so.
That's it. That's it. I want him salty and calm. Bet on me too. One hand
Yes. So
Yeah, I want him. But my soul,
what you can say.
yes, I don't book also if it's the same.
America to say when you kakra
Oh, yeah, the be more there, and again, a pepe, we are
and
Genamo
Ghana pepe
24/7.
na me na extra wo.
We are Genamo de Bia, winter beer, and I say, and again, I didn't pepe.
Ye unja banchi di unja fufu di pepe
Pepe, me dream, I'm a banshee.
di ono we dem extra safo. Do no. Ah, what would you banchi? I don't prefer banchi fi akona mko dua ya na.
Banchi Bian Pocram Conya, I think Madame Fubino will be not the mamma, and they should war. Banchi Biasa, there's well any chair and Chennai
Only
50.
chef. Abakama.
Me ball, me to Namija, me to Namija.
And one say
For
biana ni here
almost
o.
2-3 years
Biana
in
ni
there.
biana ni here.
Sa,
Yes,
pepe.
yes, yes.
If you book all there.
Ah, if you the over day, say ye ni.
Sa,
Ni.
sa.
Say the okasa hoye no na house no me kasa house ye. Say the okasa hoye no. Aha.
Pachumo throw, ye dear, you know, I
Ye
want to.
ni. Zafo.
For one, you know, what be show, what be to
Many
heart.
to say batonka.
Yeah, so pepe, Miss
But okasa
Many.
me do.
Ade.
What be throw okasa mu pa. Sometimes papa flow be say, "Hey, uko hasa for no odun mu." Zafo the kasa ni on trying to position things well ni. I say yeah make it be kama na. Zafo the on they say yeah la ni go nkubi o. Papa be ha no.
Papa, yes, you are the NT. I say
Yo
it's me
papa
tell
ya be
me, tea
ha
do
be
draw.
hasafo. Ya me hasafo.
As I say, tea do chain, Cassano. I feel any yes, yeah.
Zafo
Only
the
for
okra
Chimuna,
wakasa na
mostly
ayana
more chain and
ayana
yes, maybe frame of.
ayana ayana eduma bia zafo won say o man na ye pese ye yie no ye pese ye ye free ye kona na ye hyase hye ne yie na ye hyase hye ne yie so na me hye no zafo obi ko school o my Ghana obi nya adwuma de bia besoro akọ adwuma besoro bi tua woka sika no entimi nya hwe ma wo zafo obi school ma me no be omo ko sika ne se bi kona papa ye driver mpo a bi na papa ma be cross to dwom obobo sika si wantimi asifie yi bi abobo sika nyina de amanse ne ba na se ne mantimi ko school ne ma ko school no omu wie ne bi kra ba ko ye course bi otumi se mama ne be fo se bi sika bi de be tua afi de bosome no na sika ku ni 2000 ona me che na brantie obetre su bi bia ne maame yare ya sika 1000 ne 1002 ya na 1005 ya na abrantie ebi bia ma ne maame ne papa ne be hwe fie ne ne so wonwan kitwa no mokra de na akwa responsibilities ni nara za begugu so 1500 Ghana cedis. Look, and it's sometimes no I guess so me better me be cancer na is serious 1500 so many nyina and to was obo coach we nyina no so be ma we school 1500 no kakan store set control me shebi store set to crowd 100 me shebi and I'm saying 1005 you don't even say any 2000 but mom in 2000 what me say na enu na bi oko atwa trotro and just a cow crow twa bia trotro taxi kwade fa nto nche and na bi twa trotro and bi na be rent so me first rent kwade ntimi kutua because that time no unya so rent ne say sla wo mantwa wo twa mame no nche anas wo kwata bi kura na bia ba bia okokota wo de safo ye calculation ne hwa de emfa mesi enfa kura enfa etu unse no ye say o parents no afo say anka wo be say unua no nyira bibia na unua kura na de ba be fro bra and a bra sister son sisters would do to pim. And one I yes for so many years no into here because of Konina and it is a bit me Gina near shares idea we say very important. Share 2,000 and the amount. Say yes, take a common yintino. Cement price number 90 cities. Into Yemo Yensem. It show 2,000. Plot of land, saying. Plot of land. Say, well, mamma, trotro driver, and I say, long distance driver, Kumasi Accra, Techima Wenchi, and Wayama Kaka. Omen Timmy and Toss has in be. And now some woman crying in Tino. And now the systems are any for many years in Tino. And to who no for as I see. Why you do 5 years? Pay increase. And crying to me say unity ye mount and my own to be as a plot of land. You saying? Who show agency need to be our cake corner? What is a slab? You are still one will be sure when out to fall into your parents' trap. Who say come who say? Why would shut the rest in their corner? Who say one she have a come out of didn't and one free look and that's only baby as how. Until the emergency cement back, or just meant to block back quite 50%. Hey, block and send you one trip and send a double answer 2003, 2008 in this idea, and Baku and 1,000 something this idea. And don't call crying your mouth, and I don't know it would say any penny, yes, from Dressa. And you need say one moment see apartments use no apartments look what Jesus no can who say sika ye gino busume no ko per 2 years na say a year no what do money 2,000 as a brand here no won't count on it do say aye bibi your no. And yet, mommy, who said, and yet, almost no year power from ground zero upwards. Say, at least no we are next crown. I say, we state agency like police service and BBC now. You structured the capable for myself when you are. Nurse can't mean system, no ye in the part and no ma and no mention this cow and hoka. The people will crew with some more only bank accounts. Baby in the bank. Pray in the bank accounts. Momo na baba yes bank account somebody passes here. Momo empty anything. And the Bama for taken as a bank accounter on use going to the bank is up to deposit even every day. A juma yama no ice cake for no doctor for no yoga for no yen. Ukas will be a day from to susu 10 cities. It will be difficult. Said they be on bank in 2 cities. 10 cities American was it. Because you didn't be being, didn't be being, and the taxi drivers in now. And then in cross or crop a show, and you must have some lady. I must have some no any hold ye. And this system was say, yeah, encourage say a yet. And yes, and yet there be a yanisa. Say even clean up crime to me even 500 Ghana cedis. Cleaners into me 500. And I said the most or more for say more. Some companies not pay maybe a more 500 ne 550 600 no. Just imagine 600. The whole bosumi near to be 500 year percent encourage said the ye. And I said the leaders be a past government I ye who still yem first a yana. 500, 600, and we'll be to UK. A book cleaning 1 week pay. Or did school, the fee, 2 weeks. When you didn't, I look one in the full time crown. One will be only body 20 hours a week, 2 weeks. 20 hours in what Jenica can't crack. Why it says will be a why ye, more banker, you full monthly pay. A week cramp, week or converted pet. It is will be all push blue trousers and white shirt. No one but time me, no what condition require man. The whole somebody who 1 week pay a day. A branch also co investor could share dear when him young said him day. You couldn't smoke Kundi Virginia. An arrow. Yen near the any kind air, she say, be cost me. And yet, in your cra, you watch it a bad management, and how may be a D. And Kofubi, yes, discuss, and then I'm home. The twin come and punish woman, and my intimate shade my yenum. And I say, one more Dutch mobile, a means a chrono, and Raw chrono, ye no more ye. And Cosanco from yes, can be my phone the teacher. I'm Uncle Fubin the scale won't to one families ye. Nipa 3, 4, 5 beba, Bamon, Mrs. Dankasaka, to talk as I say. Ye Jomun yet, ye got a Simon yet. And Nipa, who Nipa John to say the rock one or creme would mean and to keep proper decision. And Nipa could be a bad no more about your almost a young baby woman, almost general be a Mianka. I was here. And no man yet. See, the crime was my book. No man yet. A month, you see, Cassam command and yet. And you need to ask you be coming to off on a car, 200 Ghana cedis, but money I could 200 with all joy and happiness. No copu, no hoko to Abakama, Nipro money 200 Ghana cedis. And I won't tell the money play do ye. What 200 cedis no for say what is car. Because what you 200, 200, the Bapi 200. I said so many cities of fee, and to any MPP, any NDC or the book Kumoma, South Amado Corner with the 600 Ghana cedis, you are man more 5 kilos no back and what about. She said, we are dumb. I'm telling you, I don't know, make a comment, I'm just checking. I didn't know, Kosi. And you only said no man yet. You only said no man yet. I bet what you bet what you know, Yama, you know, sweet me this, yet to me, at my sister, any part, at my dress, any part. I said, yes, she bought to me, Yakaya, so semi intimate. And then let me tell I said, DVLA boss no said, oh, joy, and a guy no. Meaning guy needing the joy, Ebusa, DVLA, and guy, and say, stick up now, yet, Tony. The roadwork in the channel, but your crimes also ye. Nissan man, police who are not chair. But still, you need to get it. And I got this. Now, why are mommy track roadwork in the boss street? I book you swear ye traffic quiet any roadwork your corner road with your chat about corner soon, and no sure was bastard you need to pay. How do you could be sure? Woman tears here, and Arab countries where some will almost tears say. You have to pay because most of the Kurusika equity equity system by your coin and one your coin. What the yak is some that say. Meno and Kanyami young coming back can once and say, Anka government officials say, Kuni ya on V8 and Hamed because Dubai, your police people are driving BMW. Nobody's complaining. Nobody is complaining in that country because Obia enjoy the wealth of the country. Obia enjoy the wealth of the country. But when say, your boy, no unity, Lamborghini, no Trinity, gold, silver, no they back. Young guy, Obia embrace half one in general because he can a be a said, Obia, he can't say that Hoberton as you a day, see on the Mokoto was because you're going to a Kaye, a Motoko 20 and net government officials on Kobe to Sadian. V8 100,000, the water Okumo Hanono, and since it will be able to V8 Mokuma, I didn't think it will V8. I will not complain. So, Koni, is stable. Say, we will do 18, we feel investigate. No, we need Juma, need to trial. Sika, a bit to me, I'm more feeling as a young boy, now school, you can be proud of yourself, say, educational winner, But this time, no, we go school more educational university now. What be useless? Hey, we have to be careful. We go school now. We go man we see mo. Because UK, them who the teachers beat me back. Who the teachers beat me? Teachers been young opportunity more back. But I give it 10 years. What you say? Obia or doctor. Holiday be no back. Oba di no babe. Apra ya. Apra ya. Ni se tase ya. Edi no babe. And send a would certificate by Basu drug school so babe. Oba practice why you fraud no. You be say what they take you through. As one go say dey baby impo. Take you through. More being sending free CC and course certificates for sure on Brazil here. Or Ministry of Health is saying certificate to us here. One sending in each now. You be pushing us maybe so why they occupied. And any who you see him was unwilling now. Say your book country and man more Ghana Hanum with 2 school fees. I can say maybe we school to me to Mokayi. Emma may be I am a book who is him. Nani pa fudi eye dia ye me say aeroplane no o man panyin mo no mo ditimi tobi o mo ditimi tobi na ho hia ye nya mo bosa yo mo decisions tam ya bo aye mo bosa o mo decisions mo take anything ni pa makoma ko 8 o mo decisions ni pa makoma ko 8 aye government officials young energetic men atimi akuku afutu just like that. And you more decisions from no proper servicing, no proper maintenance. Yeah, who say I say, oh, yen ko na BBNC, oh, we dey BBNC into the income na this and one. I'm a depending you, I'm a bambo, I'm a bambo, who come home. Say a year or be kuma be ye to trust them no be on one plane and the cottage and so ye intimate be if you suffer when you baby
for one I mean Bissau. I mean, Bissau, I think this was the point. The first point now of where they make it right. I mean, on my penny now offer commercial plane. Besides to say and share any more yamano. Besides and share any more yamano. I didn't know.
This hard decision will take you in. That decision no also. So, Obampeni Bano be tesa tape ya. Obe tesa tape ya. Omampeni wouldn't say Oma we see ye nyamo bossa. Eye enyo unko omampeni. Eye decision say munu
of a wine tobo. O say ye nyamo bossa. O say ye nyamo bossa by Osha say no. Udi kan in social nkwalane mbrantie fam a omunye djuma papa mpo ye ntete si in a way bi no ye mombo science say office is a better commercial plane na say you betime the sigana so akochoki baby ama mbrantie ne nkwala ho ahiha o makakra I mean what do you saying
me pacho we dey misro ye wo no ye yini si ye mampanyini no your bambo bia I was it must send the pay on my penny. I dear or by yen, and you only need you, and your mind, dear, and yet you'll be free so or and yet couldn't few. And you know, say, a common one is in Libya. The best decision is, I was in Libya. And even an you, I'm because I couldn't also put my goodness, can what to be, but instead, no, what goodness, because or catch it on my won't who say I did we say here a more man. I'll cut it that say do because they be to Mukuna sorry. I think here more manner a bit my your money japadie. Yes, a clock a second to make Moko Kaka. She it to be before this thing. Musa. Kantaka, Mr. Before Musa. 1 moment, a good year, 8 Nessica, 8 million Noma, 8 me, and more one. Jenny could give it to me.
Question, maybe
yeah. Of our chum, so a question myself. Anything about ready?
Sapo mbacho me okwan me chimi bisa.
Mpacho bisa, of a chum.
Na ai katachie, what's one case so tobie. Emphasis was so pa yen time sika ko top presidential church. I said scan kesi at the top. MRI scan ekosi conform to the area for nipa life. And in the emphasis ma yen nyina. Ye ni bus wo krom ha what are you kid ye ni train ye ni na president ni means and kwa yen to play more and I scan yen for me yen to national airline Kwame Nkrumah no ni presidential did Ghana we some me de kwa buche and one na Kwame Nkrumah team ko trip we no dey akwa ba ko ba na aside dey fly Accra London Accra na presidential jet there e cost millions no kesi e di e to AC hospital e saya there because a healthy nation is a world so be our pumdia na ye now go to plane one soldier for helicopter no maintenance you go top presidential jet omo maintain ebesi wa na sa we na achi for so be amaso because they be already be too quiet near the top national airline new Ghana is there Koba Accra London Accra they be say British Airways Koba any Accra New York you be maintenance wo and you say near managing you better discuss aba na presidential jet there why Bahama from Japan about one Koba be say
of our maybe of a pachuti.
Ye no ye ni sika ye be ye show
of I think say a year impeach any ye na yesterday say ye bit me as I do we see the all can say MRI any day they can in offer sike gu ya sas so a Japanese gu ya sas so said you we say no a bad decision say government upon government Salma working yet when you do hospital yet maintain the hospitals here. I was only speaking on specific say aircraft for president it was it when you be
na infrastructure we say infrastructure was for any there so we say be infrastructure be ba amagana any there
o say infrastructure be ba so amagana any there
amagana any there
infrastructure be ba amagana any say your president me too coin at any time we be a person or having meetings. Say a bit more the investors ever be come on the peaceful trip. One send a trip over consumer or person didn't be called in a year, young could tutia, Sika Emma Airlines be next state. Benefits wo mo san wan nipa no I was it who say as on mine no benefits no what nipa need to enjoy san no man benefits no the more president the man no ya to abama say on code over to kwan enko Japan no go for commercial plane ko tan fa na just say aden just say ya don't be no me can no ya to level say ya lower and standard say I was the president to kwan enko for commercial plane and you go take 22 hours. Then I was me say that. Me offer president and no you can MRI machine any other equipment say can and yet due to lack and incompetent management of the country no and then my hospitals any rules they are not functioning well but at this point I who say I did here say you have to abandon no taking the rightful decisions. And man, no man to do for year, investors in some money and family. No money, no money run smoothly in India. Me no, I'll say, I'll vote and I'll say, I'll go on the side where Ghana for neighborhood say, and what's it? This is cap 200. near to at the papa and must happen in money juma amani dan obia oba rent to $70,000 $22,000 an hour and I say a trip. Now what you call Ediaba near who any efficiency or effectiveness on the trip. Me na me who is that over
now the one who see my
Obi
now the one who see my
president
now the one who see my pacho. I might just say this is not the one who see my name. It just says
Mama just akabi share yeah and mom said kono bo any and no be leaders no o my to obama one no I'm coming from leaders I did why do I keep calling these people leaders anyone who to obama one no and me to obama one no any the one who force you your mind no it here must see share any person go school ko we say mu say e ko bia mu di ko school e ko bia e wo bia see right thinking countries piano e kuma ko school they try to find them jobs in their own country say don't call amanese ko ye dwuma so a ye tua wo keye ma ho to e ye den na Ghana de wo ko school to me atene better good certificate good grades wo be wo nye dwuma ne ne do ko abo wo ko ama no so a wo tie ni ye a sometimes be wo tumi so ye but wo ko no nya bia wo tumi san ko school bi mo a you see the struggles that you go through to attain a certificate and even to get a position and man can set to be more with all these natural resources. We nurses a crown in 3 fairness it will take care of us. Why hospitals?
no, person my name just say you better and
no we have to you want to pray for idea and what because the crew is in a bad leadership and bad management and number who I didn't have to come on one who bet show money now after we will be woman will be to me show and that's a woman be to me ye who be to me ye I want to back what could pa oh I'm on it be to me it is time you see a canona then you ever see a canasa
that's it oh dear you better about so wine yeah that's it of our bets before I'm afraid just say no I think so no person will make a quick comment to be this of our bets so no we become real quick
Nanta maybe some question about the mobile to us.
okay you better about something it just says so see and can let me on mute too only amount about myself he just say okay, say just saying you're ready there. Thanks for chum. Una share CNC.
Yeah.
What's the way kind in
why katachi so kan. Tio. On my mugo. Me say presidential jet on my no. Ye ni sika yes I luxury ye ni sika say. Ye pesca ya she ama the future lead and kwala na ba no. We see we nya adwuma ye. Sika dey be create you ever go to play my president one trip ade. Because sika no ye the top ye the see hospital MRI machine ebe ma nipa enkwa akwa anim ama young people ye the akakra bi ewu ne yeko ye hia MRI scan and now say ye hia a national airline ke abrochen kure bebebe nyina Britain ya what UK da won ni a presidential prime minister's plane won tu kwan they travel on Royal Air Force soldier for plane and I say British Airways first class Britain they created the largest empire Queen Elizabeth, or the Royal Prince Charles, at one will be an American Air Force One, put in I don't be that. What would all be how can you live, you Ghana live like Russia, Putin, and I say America Air Force One? You can't do that. There be a crowd of bubbles here, young problems here. Near fan to play Mahamana President Trump, no, meeting no yard. She was as Caribbean. I see a top hospital, Papa Nefe Nipa, Nipa Nini Chen, the Nipa in one dorsal. A dorsal. I didn't hear. And that's a young T national airline. Now, presidents will too quiet. We say Kwame Nkrumah independence mile. No new presidential jet. Ghana Airways plane, and I remember the quad would say 54 years ago. A barco or Tremor, they call China. Or Koba, now feed a Nipa called London and New York. I don't know, Kwame Nkrumah never had a presidential jet. And then one year be that. I am not answer America for it. And you can't think say, Yanto, a choir and numbers when you know, what in Kaka, potholes, you're fixing road. You will sky, I'm fixing road. I'm fixing hospitals. I'm fixing buses. And many people will be a who called you out. I got truck ready party. You will scare top player. You have top buses, new double deckers, say London. No, Obia, Uqua, near new throttle in them 52. And you move, let's just say, Oma. Not Uko play. That how many times that the president traveled? And you know, Wako Japan, Wafa Emirates, what do acquire some meeting, Wako? Nasabu's our class, some meeting on where some for so to say. Here, mark it on the wall. Young Ria, sir, Ghana for ministers sitting in account V8, Japan for 1 year V9, V10. By next year, I will say Ghana government, you see, tax Yakako top bear 1,000 V10 car if in Japan. You see, can you near the common Japan for V10 and Womako to the Abacas. Not V8, Woma to town woman. Ah, I didn't want to hear pass. I said, ye not buses, I will be at me, credit 59 year to gold. And you have to throttle. Why? Not Nipa Bako president, young top plane, best of £500 million. Are they? Walk or two quack about Yaka Yapaki is your oh, there be mean to me no one. I mean, you will start there be meaning is a right decision. Or people from Ra. Or two quiet, British Airways, first class, no team, British Airways, walk UK, and I'll call one track Delta first class, full stop. I will say, President of 40 PE, one commercial flight to any two quiet. And grab one more presidential jet, our US. Britain, you need your UK Prime Minister will need special prayer. You need to quite low. One will need France, you presidential jet. I am Clubem, you and Sabi prestige. Now, you do say yes, we talk prestigious. Do we have the money? When you buy a investor, we need you one year. Your first canoe and got to play many part. Baby, I be a package, one a rusty. Oh, baby, mean to me no.
Yeah, what that kind of sikam poko offer. A crack Kumasi Koya is a kumi person. And I don't hear any here.
Two quiet, walk one for Delta, direct, Accra, straight, walk UK, or for British Airways. Way walk Japan, or for Emirates, walk. I simple. No presidential jet, baby. May have been to me, Tiasieda. Would have mean to me no one out during dark at the chair. You need Sikano. Can you have one top MRI scan? And no, you didn't say what you every bone in the body. And man, you the doctors saw you and now would say people are living longer because equipment, Papa, you need to say you be your heart. I'm saying you couldn't pay. Dialysis machine, you need be. And people we are the woo. See, can I doctor that who's ever got to pay my president? Oh, baby, need to be known. What most of them are saying?
Yeah, that's it. Just LT and can. It just say
I busy kakra.
Yeah, I busy. So
way free out.
Yeah,
Mr. Boyd, Mr. Albert.
And I'm not wearing because it just
Mr. Pinebo.
I say be our
yeah,
thank you, sir. But Mr. Trevor, Salty and can. That's a person can be a idea on so anyway. Of Alberts. And I say, Ambassador for Christ.
And yeah, it's a mere crowd.
Dr. Jingo.
Yeah, Montois or the size of someone. We don't have good leaders over there. And so that's how we are.
To pray, I'm a president in him. I bring you pay at the form Comfortable Hospital. You need the health of the people.
Because the plane, not plane is able than any know.
I mean, actually, and one is a young Akwantufuo from Bala. Now, you was cut one. I got you.
It's happening on the Bay Arena.
But your Akwantufuo, that's our no maintenance. I'm supposed to say,
yeah. So
the cry Bahamas was a new capital. I'm saying, never pay the
problem.
I want to be if you said you cry, I feel.
The problem no is not about getting new.
Correct. About them from quality. Say Yambotra, Kawa, Yason Kania, Fefebia, Yaya Cafe, and you rebutu Cotronum, Cappuccini. I just had you say, I did a fair. Go to second
Dr. Jingo. Why? Over. Dr. Jingo Nekasa. Why? Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know. Say, you're got over from so Cotono, one maintaining that. Say, if I saw you in the zoo. Because I do a 4 years. Because Obisus Baffle from us because on soon here be. So just say, it's maintenance, and I did a very expanded airplane in life because when you're sure class. But many sure cross American president or 9 year or uses they say Air Force 1 year or the maybe say I am mono so that's a but servicing no and the money and the manager a prolonged life. But I mean say crowd if you mono sanity a home results in the Indian. So
oh well.
See, I know. I'm Montuaso. Maybe ready. I'll come physicals.
Yeah, that's Dr. Jingo of Arbeit. I think say when I draw some tea. This is now open some casa. For Arbeit or why? Anyway, when being for wine. I mean, what's in for a wine?
I did make us say, where you make this? Because
why you Mama Kasabi?
I got one hit over now for betting.
Why you Mama Kasabi?
Of our bet, what's one of the kind of I send into watch it.
Of Mr. Sam, no credit back. Now, Mahama Nankasana, and also no. So, complaining say, Otukwan Wafa a commercial flight. Or no on complaining because on him say, O deserve commercial flight. Now, baby, I'm a tear here or one in a casa anymore. Ayana ain't come in say, or say, ya for Obama and say, your money do deserve. Now, or more Abana as a president low season. And for appointee almost say, or Munkongo Charadio school move. I won't crash no. The omu deserve the mom. I'm phoning them show chance show a bit back motto. And cry school no more one say. Yeah, sometimes yeah, tea crying, yeah, you will be crying there sometimes. Yeah, you who send you idea now. Oko asie now the who wrong shoot him. Now no other necessary omu conditions of omu pay 8 months na come. Ono o appoint omo no for omo dwuma no omo mo ne omo pe omo na eti mu no nya de ope eti se obia wo se obi enyere ne ho na ye nyina ye mo na economy na enye ye kakra na wo pese wo de ye na ye wase no ye nyu mako ye ni garani anu musuo ne ye beba na jollof na wo ne oyere na oma mu di bi kakra mo de ama mo nkraman anadu ye betwitwa ba so na ya na mani pani no. It's the moment I did this uncle for so. Ye pajomo, a china, MPC no more pushes on no money now. A china almost over my catch almost say, or more here, mini a aircraft on the call or more consulency. Now, yes, I begin near support to him. Madika say, Same Canada, Japan, also about to party war, a poswa. Meaning the problem because who's cano. But me, and I say, Obi ono hospital be kronya, ufie o manyina agufie. Wo se Canada Japan ko to party wo posunti no. E say me so me ko to sa party. E no na ekunya Africans no be say ye to party akase to no ma kasa akase income sususa. Na my problem. It is America for so mbeto play amomo president ha. America obi nko wo me antwa bode aba mfa ne ntoso. Obi nkowo ema ye mfa ne nto trase kaso some money in a social America and say, yes, she said timetable, doom so, yes, she said timetable a moment. But say any panel, a team I complaining doom so. Yan so we are complaining, say, yeah, ma enya way, your hospital, say, a call her now hospital, frustration tea, yes, and you being too. Frustration, or call doctors and I be cry midwife and also almost in your 40 be almost so. Oh, and on also shiny poor. And then normal or also frustration. It is how man I hit him. And Franco compares America for to play. I'm more America Stadium send no more. Schools is send no more. Crash and a school in Yasiko school. And Crash and a far in Shomu Pacha. This is a combo. President Abanias or bear a wooden bridge at us. Young Cosi, that's a normal way in Nana. That's a man of ever she, Papa. Men are down. A problem, Cassie. Presidential jet, no, to me, no, and some and Quassam, and yes, a boss of Crabby. Or Mumfa, we uncle. Say, Nipper for Froba, na Mamma's Metunufo, so tear. When you sue, ya, not on your Juma send your way. At least, or your Nipper, and your mind also no. No more blue, won't mean any Nakra, you better consider. But the moment I could toss idea way no, I just don't know so. I discuss a crown over say, na a will nanko for a word man no, or dono, nefrim. If a free book, met me a culture say, presidential jet way now a fryer near her and a kufado a yeno. A tinipa be 20% free, a kufado. Or draw na beginning no more man to a move free. If you see a dear, and I see a dear one in Tekuma on Trasse and Tonko. Now, me cry the American say, and yes, I see a crowd for now. Quail, sir, maybe who say, and yes, so far in a quail. And says, I discussion where you free cry. Ye free discussion. Oh, my koto airbus, and no one sem, na Mamma Crano say, oh, koto. Or cocker play once and there. Na minim a unipacra or a to the four. Na can hold them one. Airbus, I come out to a vice president. Ye can ya opposition in any Kawakoi. It's an Indica Cano. A Biaban and said, dear one. Would you play once I'm crowded and campy? Now, no by play once I'm a quachato. I don't think I saw so quite discussing. I saw background of a so many discussion of film. Or the private or the commercial jet or better first class or Uchiakwa or Nekra met number be a passenger. Obia Ku Ghana, President Okuno Ukunajide. Dear Nagana won't tear. Ya no one I want to qua. Oh, here be a da. Nepro a could vacan. Or so who knew who knew bodyguard. Oh, here be a no Ubako Crassano, Bebre, dined at the house. Because we need them. Mahamate commercial flight Mukrobia and he. Yene Akaida fear be any who will be Majigana my Mugalan sell managing. One ever baby. Efrusem. Oh, and I democracy is on. The Ayabo who buy election, and no dear, we are day, ye bear twaba. Eti Obia may attack you. We need nuclear weapon beer. Obaka say, oh. We more attack me. We more air me. Not only legacy be. Send your book on Krumadini Nano. We saw Facas a common command to private jet. And for more years, I know my Komoko Yabadida. One to private jet, but what Jinny Dean. And Kadachi be a Becca's hole. Mahama, president of Bayo no. 4 years now. Obedi in our crown. Not of fly, commercial flight. Oh, I am at the moon you to be. Now they are no cop. You can't calculate one coin. Now they no cop. Now I free. And no cry, no. Yeah, can't see because of the a cabia shed any. Not 3 years, Packer, who got a son of it. Before being who cut Tibeba, Parliament made debate on Ben, not 2 years ago. You told by the Buffalo now, Taman, what the GD. It's a met a soon to know. scooter so enam kroma meko station ti na menya mo na se mo beto a mo de mo nto na mahama e trap na mo hu se nkrofobia as a chairman because see enya no ho asem mo nka eti no yenkoye ni yenkoto yenka se o oto e ro de kofa ma mesbe mo ni weebo at the end of the day AI ba inside no omukura kodi anokro bega se o san krofo na kotra hwe eti west to wise or tina bolongo.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's it for body. It just waiting I can say fake. And I'm still on the anchor. Anyway,
yeah, let me cry.
my message is one here will be come from one. So I'm on for
Suffer.
yeah, one
That's what we
here
can say.
for 5 minutes in this. But what's the uncle for free by what I say? Maybe
Matthew arguments
no
more making. Maybe shall see no. On says a customer, it me pick up a di castle. Ye pick or pick back say also on TSC and across on TSC. Miss Budisha say, due to mismanagement, and yet, men cast a wing about we say, but previous governments or Benino and buying an aircraft for presidents, and that dear one game. And yet, dear pay the resources they will come on. Any buying aircraft for president about be debate say man and me and talk and run market such example say who could buy or use BMW for police people. Police guys are driving BMW cars. Nobody complains. Mr. Kai say couldn't commercial said when in a year and can V8 and come driving. I don't have any problem. Mr. Kai say anything about school. No one year Juma pay a kaya boy in a main site we bring. It will be yes, my comment to be, and I suggest me as a contribution or customer. Funny na that's not what I can also work. For something for Bakupe. Because buying an aircraft for president and that baby who never want. And I mean to now not tells me the how lower a chrono could do. It should tell us that. Mr. Can say, a then the crowd buying both for boy who buy. Omo aircraft and top 8 meter top. Nay bambo for me to me antiman yen to be for mo. And you could say, some ministers see a cocoa sack. Make can say baby go on. Make a simple and I'm sorry, the last one come can say, and then a treme how your chrono. Yeah, she said, I want to say anyone here at Dosu chrono because for what I need to say this no, it seems that it blows people's mind. Mr. Can say, how would you? Somebody one pointing to in a leadership role, and as a role across and yet the highest role I was so far. And now you were and nobody can manipulate me effectively. It is idea we're having an aircraft for a president in Adibianka. Yebeka say, oh, one and then Debbie, because they have mismanaged their country for so long. And this will be a Jamaican yeke. I didn't say Manisa. Mr. Can say DVL crown again interview no and so can come and who are also can say because how will you drive on the road that end papa then you are buying you have to get roadworthy certificate. Make it can say when you know so mantina. Share MRI machine of air canine and if we had proper people leading the country, MRI machine in Martina, a year would be I was saying Yebeka say Ghana, you need MRI that Kolibana Conference. You didn't talk with you, but bad thinking and leaders say, I brought in the penty. I do understand. Someone will say, and you I was thinking, yeah, no, we have to be complaining about this because a you cry, we free a gold coat. It's a kawas as you will say, and what it me tell you over to me, you be my poor say, and to me be a jagger, you be a papa. Maki can say, when you know, who the can you be and me a presidential plane and one. Mina me catch me say. Sanko bia who turn say we school na ye tua wo ka even class next me such example as next school say it me man kwa go school tua mo e be mo musika mo ti wie say 2 years so see how many years they go o mo wie no mo ye dwuma wo ha no kra nye they have to go to US they have to go to Britain
to find jobs. And the one who yet more quiet to Muka ye, it is more Macansem when you know, yes, you. Macansem when you yes,
yet he knew, I don't think
let me just offer the telling in the say, a year per leadership form for so many years. And I'm not be a big jano, a big jana, Yaku and Munity, Yaku and Mr. Yatu in a year. By now, I come to president at this position, our position regarding the say, one no way up, one no opinion or tears. One no carbon team, we say, or take it on any officials, and as a team, if you are 10 officials, 18 and once your team to a near call, safe the piano, Babisi, said you're better running economy well. But because of their corrupt mind and corrupt systems, now I'm creating it. I'm not dear, what's his cousin to a yes, I do any now.
And yo, the Amish Mackenzie, the kind of material now, I or him. We'll see Dubai approach before you shoot BMW. I am no clear. Sikano, I am party warm. Young approach for your car that we are not there yet. And I feel resources over. We are there, but they have just mismanaged everything. We have just mismanaged everything. I didn't start to talk in for pensions. So I had day in for pension. What did it we have just mismanaged everything. I'm a president. How? Why? They're wrong. Maybe so what Tim say. I didn't hear can and yeah, just a yen I did ye can and yes, Ebia, as you know, my no. And so slow, mine. Over me, come here, say, Mohammed, then I do my wood. Or by Quack, give us a sleepy and pure work. Matilda walk canina, Matilda make to us, of an instrument to us. But about the Sena, a car about to slow my Ghana. I don't see a yen grew, Ebia, maybe, and you bedroom. Say, ah, was young to be the yen grew. Casa Casania, I had danced as a bed 20-30 years at them. See, as I say, Subaya, young sign. In Tisakasano, plain Toroki, Jaika, because Chronosum, and see, I part with fear, Ghana water see, and see above few crowd. I say, you didn't solve that problem. Now, yet the next guy debate treaty water above fear, you got to play a president with them. I am wrong financial decision. I am go forward. Matilda Okan, but in go forward, I am that. Papa ye kiki wafa be say $59 million what we go kwa so you see mama hwe ya kwan wo drive car enkrakuo me hwe portals wo kuma many na over me road taxi I mean just I am the she Mahama wo Japan wo fa Emirates plane na wo akoduri wo akọ obeba no wo sa dia ba what is one plus sa
of a chuma thing say or war he now more can at the crow now because we see a yendro about one he air tracing tea. Ye share masu ye, you drew her by any my yen shresu ye, and I quite say ye drew on. Okay, if any masu
we can visit the presidential plane argument. Say, see, and you come a waste of time here, this uncle.
Until your basis sign your subino.
Yes, conditioner.
Yes, sign your subine pay you drew her. No.
So say minimum wage 20 cities a day. So and coffee 600 cities. What do you mean for high die? What if I trotro? Now, Dabe will be by say, yeah, economy now, attitude to cement. So, how many people can buy cement? So, you can't come with 600 cities. What do you see? Can you afford trotro? Something like Sibia, now you're doing civil servant. Within 2 weeks, 600 cities now, sir. Watch and go on a bit to you. What do you mean talk about Namundi? What do you mean talk fishing? I mean, listen, I'm sitting there, I am rubbish. Let's kaka. You treat your taxes, I did, if I go to presidential play. I know you're dancing as them and you're net as them.
And you know, as a sample bacho, say, of us as here. Let's say, what a captain a bit out.
Here say, say, here, Sana, ye fata. Say, the old kind of presidential play, a fataka. No one here. I did here planning Nipa Life hospitals and here MRI scan and a road and a Juma job security. Who call university we are being Juma? A bini ho. There's no security. A bini ho. Who call university? Who call free SHS? Now transport Legon 4 years. Who banana certificate? You see, that's what you can buy. Sanya man just a free ho. I'm a Numa bank and Sana Yako Jenny. Kwame Nkrumah presidential jet no. Ade fata. Ne mo nya de hia sisi a. Enti president for no, wo mo trust on fa Emirates na sa.
Nti wo transfer for the time being.
Akọ pims that conditioner that no ye nya ba ye nya ibe hu. They say ye nya no.
Safo.
Yeah.
Safo.
I think so. Yeah, why? I think say
the offer can.
The offer can baby crow. Yeah.
The offer can be so something in before corona and I will say maybe they do wedding.
Sir.
Aha, na can become a problem and but said the church is semi-media. And they said the university fight offer but that's it. Now they tell the university fight between Yankupon. Me cry okay to me that. Me I must never become. I go to me that I think and rap. But one of me share pay my wife for dear. Uhuna otia. The one me convert here kakram say hey there be pay me the way you say that here. Savuti me say no. Savuti me say no. Say serious. E couldn't in a year. E couldn't in a year, Safu couldn't in a year. And in a year, e couldn't in a year. Baby, I was to be any baby. What did I mention? I was to be baby. I was to be baby. And so, woman, I would hear, you'll be and coffee. Subway and coffee.
You be draw. It just say, officially, you draw. It just says, salty and kind. Anytime a person can say, be out in my something.
I just said, so no, I was so by I don't think salty and can't all cost a casa. Limited trade. They tell us that we are almost yogurt tea. You know, almost yogurt tea. Kantanka. They say the woman she almost trolley, almost obit me free how could see any fan. Savo, and you one from sa. Yen she no ton, omoton, a friend say, you name my omoton ton, a friend say, Kusia, annoy. Obit me about to be was it a girlfriend? It will know Kusia, annoy Binimokui. What mean, 6 grades. What I do almost how much 6 grades of eggs. A pounding here. Kantanta. Yeah. I do make an agent work at all. As small big Kenyans, so but Tonko, someone won't cost 6 grades. Now they still 3 so. No pine.
Gosia, near the chilling our appetite or next one.
Baby, next I
don't know what did that the whole day with the account. Yeah.
I tell you honestly, I know we did the whole day.
Yeah, Tokosiani near the will be told you are not pure water before you so if you are with the a day minimum wage. I have 20 cities a day, 20 times 30 days. I have 600 cities. Send you part of the Ben one, Musi Yati cement so economy. The Ben will be to a cement wabber and it's impossible. One more was Canada, one more and say, dine years I did rent 2 years rent. And we are going, the economy is so bad. I'm saying, no, ministers down the top excavator, one more nipa kakra every day. Then 90% we are up. Apart from the abruti for kakra, maybe do doing until they die, they remain poor. Economy is not helping anybody, and helping a few people. So we ban over because economy now in cement yatiso. Nipa don't say anything to 1 bag cement. Nipa don't say. Anybody pay 600 cities bosome. I die work if you want actually 2 years, and your best is 17,000 or Bobusian call with GI. Once you come and tell me, say, inflation, any bottom, Nipa don't say the Ghana Sasua, economy Mahama by economy, I impact on them. They are still suffering. Trot wrong with you. One pure water. What's been talking about? What's been talking about? Who could do my buyer back? 50 series, 70 series. Are you telling me we economy are you know? Buyer should need buyer should young crime for America. You be out
But almost say almost corny says that one here young boys will be jigger as some bag home. So like
well,
and when it happens, you would think say it happened out of the blue, but people get fed up at some point. At some point,
the economy you see it in your pocket. Who come market for 30 years? You see, said a diana cheap. And so the other neighborhood. What and no one to talk. And then you know what sell on to quality food. People are going to bed without food. Obi onum cocoa after one or part to another. Ultimate talk a diana pass food, protein, and no ultimate to be. You have no job to do. Wouldn't you do it? Therefore, wouldn't you pension? At the end of the 60 years, and then because you have no pension to live on. Pension never even. Wouldn't you pay? You pay 600 cities a month. We pay with 60 years of pension. You get nothing. I first can go talk, please. Emma, president in term. Why? President Wokofia, Emma, ex gratia. They retire on their salaries. Listen, the politics is so bad. No. We are not governing ourselves well. The animal farm. Few people are better off, and 95%. They are just surviving. Millions of people are going to bed without quality food in their stomach every day.
Over.
Yes, sir.
Over, Mr. No, won't say offer. Said yes, my year can see. See a year Cassia, year Kaya, the other party, no, if you see a month for our 5 weeks and Misa, the other parties will come into governance again.
I know not. Sir, I'm saying, betray any part of the a here woman say a here so I was saying, sir. One more here woman. And actually, we are party bear 10 million, they go to car to go to church 200 cities. Me, a Kufuado or Mahama or no, can want to be me minimum 200. What for me cry? 200 cities, me over to Eddie Amami. I live as good as, I live even better than them. Me, my trama brought see my Yamaka, hard currency, so they cannot buy. No more, anybody was at 7. I am Marco, do draw on a here woman. And the lesson, brother. Now, politicians will package with what it said 200 cities. Now, for woman, who be that? Now, for what to the MPP near DC. I don't know, I am ya. Copim some empire and Senka will be a BBC. Not will be able to answer saying 12 months uncle for me. Now, so a year woman. You have 200 cities more, more to make up. I say, Kennedy, a man to make a 12 MPP. Where am I to make because, yeah, one many people are so impoverished. In 200 cities, officer, what domino? What domino? Go who be that? Gather 100 cities, 1 friend, 1 million. So, now me, yeah,
that's over.
There be woman, I don't know, woman, I hear you panning in India impoverished. Kayana, a taboo tree. You got 2 about, so whether you are in France or UK, Police 7 or Tichiska. No, what be our Juma? What be our good pension? More made of me, my Jimmy Permit, your mom told you, Mudu, Mueja, who be able to account either euros or pounds of good pension, so no politician can buy your brain. Nagana had here. People are, you can buy them with 200 cities, no tornado. One in the year in the main, what no mobile trauma. Now the local power. Now no, you don't know, Ma Abetuto die or London in the US or Mako Hospital. Not with the Muda Montigana. I see more politics.
Of a patron beside me, Mr. And who for say, Enti, Oyana Nipa Akomuna. Omuntimi Emma won Ankasa and Omoma and Datiana. Eohian into Muntimi. And I said, maybe I was I get Juma Aqua said me, Minumi, Ya will be anti Tommy. A coup for him to me. Me, I would go on and tear me call back the paper. Not say, Yamia, and come and quabble that. I can hear me, sorry, I petition. I mean, you 200 man, let me do that. Yeah, coup for because I get 200. But me, I have more than that 200. I pay my pension is in pound sterling. I'm well taken care of at my age, Maybe I'm a try born me brown. You shame me.
There's no call. Now, I said, anybody said the woman, maybe you're just one person. I am a say, woman, I that then nipa sa. Ya me papa say, obi enya kwan no nkwa abuchi and be said the meme ko eni bi. Na unye gba papa ya. Wo benya good pension. Na Ghana politics stand time no. A free wo ko a free wo so.
Offer. Enti yen hwa DB, offer yen hwa DB. Mr. Obibre. Yen hwa DB. Enti enye wo no mo a ebia omuni bibi ya omakono petition. Any side, but one more on my school demo, a swear didn't de. I would know say policies young for free aircane, and even its implementation of crowd. Would need the enough capacity so much by the way, but as smoking there and throw. Yakut school demand me who ate me and dissect it. Sank of free chant throw, and that's a perform who come to Manon found for so many years now. I yet told my party A party B for so many years now. It me agree with him say it bit me and that's the air you said you wait now one can these two groups no are the third and fourth and the fifth no woman to me and a maximum could be no a papa to me form your maximum it me and woman it me as a second mayana than say the piano ye a commando your first is out two parties here no see dear chile ni say yeah, relax for them. Say, I'm going to LED. Because anybody you know from person, anybody you know, who say, and you phone qua, and your mom will be, and your commissar from Quan to Obama one more. Your lawyers almost to Obama was half for me anyway. Your teacher for my coach, dear when him say, or teaching almost salary name, yet police service, or military, they know so much sick and you know. But when it comes to voting, some of who is one top of Oktober with it. Over, I did. Where for this December church, mommy.
Now, Safu will be what to work. I miss maybe you and one kind 10 times. As someone who can read, as MBSC Ghana. I greediness and Kuala free here. Young boys here, yes, Kenyan. You finish quati for so, dear, who could get to a black one. Dear, Sammy Jet, one free university, straight over Kosa Party, Kola, over the 35, 40 years. They are all making money. And what woman you do beyond that, and they got money than what we were the 60 why you school teacher. Or free university, woman free, Samuel Wuku, John Boadu, one Nana B, woman free university, straight into MPP headquarters or NDC headquarters. Woman so perceive yes, Cassidy, Mahamani, Kufadu, and Yanibi. And woman, I'm quite so. Woman said that more brave young boy, baby, woman trouble tree. Who free university young boys. Sammy Jamfi, only for I think it's about 36, 37 years. Or free Ken USC and or party communicator. Nana B, on this Omniakusian law, and woman said party, Samia Wuku, John Boadu. Woman, millionaires. Back who last year, John Kuma, when we are no 46 years. No, was he there? Was he close to $2 million US? And the other Juma at 46. Now, being yes, you tell how between yesterday, 2 million. A party, politics, MPP. So I know greediness will be no one getting Ghana no home. There's no love, patriotism. Young boys here, woman, maybe 77 years, more almost 20, 30. Sami Jamfi, a gold board chairman, why 36 or 37. When the best 60 years, no, what that 20. Sika be nyakra for the next 3 years, you know. We need 40 years old. So papa ye Juma USC 60 years obenya scratch. So politics, you know, I have money making machine, corruption and greediness. Teteno, nebi our papa, why you USC scratching, why you Juma be 60 years, why doko kofo be 60 years. No, these boys are making money before they are 60 years. No more award. That's how to die with blue tree. That is the trend now. And to be a university, I will be a MPP headquarters, NDC headquarters. And we tell us what do cocoa for half. Yes, Obia do a walk of Fumbi. We are university no MPP NDC headquarters and one why a year. By the time you are 50 years, no see that baby no means 9. In Yakwasa, or I could travel with snow away mu, Ramino me no land about 52 year what DNA. These boys are not suffering. They are making money that Yenny Tabu saying now. Yes, politics are not a corruption now abagana and no free university are not a party in you now why a year. What they are making more money than you any abruche trying now. That's the truth. I mean, can you almost said BBR. This is BBC said your history, at the end of the 17th century in France, it started in France, the French Revolution, the people's power. Wabubu fuwe omani award the woman snow atop above woman di pan woman ya pan or ahimfo woman ni cake. Yes, so you boo, but still prison ya titi ahimfo guillotine to try woman unity revolution. Nama Europe. Krobia or maybe other or aristocrats or Belgium, Luxembourg, Sweden, Holland, Obia Yahimfo, Ahimfrinia, they ceded power to the people and the democracy. And we will build a statue of liberty. You could see in New York, a statue of freedom. It started in France at the end of the 17th century. And you could tell people's revolution. This and maybe do the just the enlightenment and as I BBC Ghana as it started this MPP and DC criminal politics. And yes, I bet to young boys who free university are not MPP headquarters, NDC headquarters. Or maybe 60 years, no, we ska what do for 70 years. Or catch party, no, Ghana ska and a woman or MPP and DC. That is the historical fact. This is BBC. Said you see Europe at the end of the 17th century, and also minimum there I don't know, but I just gave you historical perspective. Europe was like this, then and a French Revolution, and it changed the politics in the world. Democracy, did democracy by. If you try him for the guillotine, running for more than 10 years, the revolution. You could try that, and then any peace, any democracy. I mean, Ghana, I don't know. I'm just giving you some background how it happened in Europe at the end of 17th century. And that's how they are. Ghana, they are MPP and DC young boys, One business catch a cocoa farmers in Galam say excavator machine in the board. It costs over £140,000 or dollars. Who met me to be? What you mean to be? I MPP and DC for a Wusika air toss our machine. That is why Galam say it's not going away. It's not going because woman so best stop now. They've got all the tools. We are presidents, I want to have armed forces, we have police. I don't see that won't even stop. Because one there you go. Woman was captured, excavator machine, your craft abutra, you know what I'm habo. There is a paper tray. So what or what be excavator 10. What do you call him for? Near Kayati, that would have question Murim. And Murim only two Galam saying there's a district chief executive appointed by the president. I didn't see that. I don't see anything stop. When the president or representative every district to be and as Kabeta, you what Mahabo, what bill of lady, what crabby, you baby, I would equal as opposed to BNI intelligent idiot. Master, as Petia, I have MPP and woman to Galam saying simple. 1% stop what? 1% stop the whale, but they are greedy, they want to make money, destroy Ghana. What would you not know? UK, one to talk die in the US, one more near Menina, one hospital, they don't go to Kolebu. And Yariano Bara and can't politician for 1 million near one Yaria, one hospital, Abutia, MRI scan, I'm here, Nina Abutia, full stop. And to 1 million being come and a man, the one best sell at you probably will be the next 10-20 years. Dialysis, kidney, many politicians, women in our hospital, our Britain, US, and baby. No, they are safe. Now, any Akaibusha for teaching class here, one we send you off, or one we do on P. and cool. Baba Yarin Kakran take about 10 years. Timunamwa, Timu, just in Necra Mali be work class here in Colombia and in science here. Nina, effect of mercury, any other dangerous chemicals I didn't know. Effect that started. And the hospital be and who are beating electricity. One was in this care called Abuchi Hospital. Gold also. You're finding you. Yeah, niska kura gold ye to ya that ye call abuchi na akoton nti wo mu a ehia wo mu de titin krase de dodo no anu wo mbewu abai ne betumi ase wo wo abai ko ya nso na etu gold no MPP ni and this wo na etu nti they are not helping and they are helping themselves. That is the tragedy of the Ghana situation. Nanki etu gold wo ha kase ko Dubai wo mu nya oil no ya wo matimi ma Dubai FF and nipa every America ba holidays for Dubai. Gold baby Ghana, I'm a Ghana high fee. Pa gold tabu yam problem Dragan Kumasi. I was in Kumasi last week. Kumasi, you study from Garden City of West Africa. You took gold, no what is the effect a Ghana? You don't see say you to go to Chroma if you are on the ground. Chroma you if you go tell me I'm prem a Jumani ha what me a so a minimum wage, you know, a year 20 cedis a day, but me 600 cedis. That's coming me did one minute to be an eno. It is how you just 600 I better what you have to cement ADC that crap. You see, listen. They are just making a fool of everybody. Say cement actually was economy now. And then you see, university that TFA, you to Omuka, university for unemployed graduates, and then woman in TFA, woman in pension, woman in BBR. Now you tell me the economy now. Many people are going to bed without food.
It just say another board chairman, we know be something in camp, David and Mr. Sorenton Waba. Board chairman, and I say just say, and I say, watching boy, say movie or honest and Rebecca say, Mama Yaswati. And this never cost
Savoro.
Yeah, why? Because I think some of one of my busy.
I don't know, say, no, who are the Abranti? Echo hospital, be created your hospital visa.
Yeah, and also Tatamuchne, Matsim, or Honey way, a binimo booth, we didn't say, a fine cousin can be trade.
Because the general said, I think there was a problem, there was an emergency. That's I think so hospital. We are not getting the nurses and doctors to take care of them. As now a bufubi sorry or say and I make us say the cool one year we are now hospital. I want shall do what I mentioned Savo. Savoy.
Yeah, Mitio wine.
Aha, Savo. Chrono, and I'm saying, yen chunk of 4 in Intino. Yen chunk of 4 year, Mamma for any year, no, or don't find you to my year. In Tiama for sorry, Mr. Amafo Juma at said, one cousin of you, Majuya, Mapa, Madame for it's woman with emergency Lupana. You sit at check, you sit at TV show, you said, say, I'm on it. What but now, why are you what to touch me? That's money said. Traffic crown, what will plan? The quiet over fast swap would be a no, won't be on the shit. That's the Luba Tune and the walk hospital. Now, what could do hospital says one day, say, show.
Oh, I mean, walk.
Yes.
One
day,
I said, Mary Bibi, say. Some now can interviewer, nurse, and any eyewitness, a Mickey. On say guy no, or do big hospital. Almost some moto, D&D, Muki moto, trainer. Obidi moto Bobby, no more day one of the guys nearby hospital. To a model on Oba hospital, I think there may be attendance, no na. But I tell you, almost was in essence, almost your majuma. And the Aquano and no echo fray and crofo. So every do now there were some guys eba hospital on a ye car. I say, what friend boys say, the boys no or more no. On your mamma kunti boys neighbor be did. No, Ben and nurse no. Like I saw more attacking nurse Marco na that is the issue. It is Aquano or no. Manso is last time or Blocky Road. Obi cause because a Ghana for your doors so a boo and I a day. No. Obi will need the video no the Sani Pano no any passing a crown or we. Omobroke Hospital Road, I am for patient uncle hospital, you see, the panifer buis, I am post and yampa. So, I say, ain't he? On say, Kama, say, this a Kama, say, it go back to you. And maybe perception, I believe, say, they knew the guy into a mobile crown. And now, say, the bad records with the hospital name and bad behavior, and maybe no one tin any mansion. Ain't in a mon so a year no but all the same no say ya mambra nya adwuma ana say ya nya de osi ye na da bia so nkofo so say active because obey what activism we don't be ho say yeah akonkransi a hospital yeah ntake hospital so why do you go and block hospital road so they say uma patient ma ono yare no what the problem ben why I think that is the issue a two-sided
Ghana about record oh
ne bad very bad see a chain no crack or Akufo-Addo time mo che no and am for ye they free him no mo free no ko block he
and
ono
if you
timi ko two police car key no ko two police car key now
yeah na
and I saw mo ye demonstration
and go to police car key
and
you Ghana
enya see a chiwa amanfo be de see enya o nti mbeja
I did journey and our bonus name.
Africans
No
are me.
consequence.
I said, on Ghana.
Like first time now, yeah, no funny. Office or betting yes,
Ghana, no say no. Obi a betchini biano. On say, I security agents no. Or more adwene say, ye chini pano. Na ye the bill be a near the not to bear 2 weeks be. I say, ye ma me what them bear 3 be to me cho be a Friday. Ne what did the more be a Sunday if your friend is a Monday near you and one because you're cheating to me. Into me was one better to a case is why and ya chin ko fo bebre near Jano. Just say I say chin your mood do because if the person you are not satisfied, say the person is aye bibi and I say the person I deal we know a quad do in your day born one. Why do you go and arrest the person? Ukoche ni pani we ni man be no ano. You want some ni tell me. When is the last time you actually be at dinner court? You dear some nevi. So I want ye call for national security for church for much. How many of them near dinner call some no crack court? Auntie, something there acquire no martina political parties no way. Oh, yanchino say ye chiru nyansa. Oh, make chiru nyansa pa. I say that kind of thing. More mobile, much she and she bet children that kind of thing. And I think that more na ye ninye. I dear Bakuza and I am present can say, and then Uncle Phoebe breaker and Kurabia Kubu and your lorry accident and our president uncle. We uncle, though it's good, dear say, and cry 15. I think that it needs national recognition, but no one is talking about the condition of the driver. Driver know how well now we're driving, the condition of the road and the condition of the car are already too quiet. Nobody is talking about that. But everybody can say in a president uncle and I say, oh, but Ghana, maybe the accident that is going on in Ghana, mostly about 70% here driving, careless driving. 7 and they cano road no cry the kakra bi the aka no be a car conditions near the day. Oh, nobody is talking about see me believe is this assemble and no never boa me about it. So at the number no entrance in how our drivers is driving there be the archaic way no be can say archaic way 39 police need na kwam nti say a person to plane and I see a person to plane but road light road cameras they born there they simply no so ain't no crown generating money for the country so but we are not looking at that we are not discussing these things road cameras now say speed cameras we are not looking at that it is very bad so a bit more generating money. The careless driving is too much in Ghana. Sometimes when we do videos, maybe to do Facebook and say, and he said, no wonder say accident is careless. The drivers are not like, no. Their education on driving, they are quite licenses, and nobody is talking about that. But the concentration is why president uncle, not president uncle. And I think that it's something that you see and so you can't wash it. That's
Yeah, baby, that's it. So by about 3:00, 15 minutes.
how about you?
Okay. And I think still I just on Timin can and watch him almost so one Timin can't. Of our bed, so person for being so 15 minutes. Me, young coy name. Of our bed, so
Yo, and I'm in fact a class also. Number 3 station, Kidana Madun, because I didn't mention. I said,
of our bed, my mean Bissau, before I corner. What says I in some one road as someone almost into contract and say any train car by any on ye Jumana until say Ghana for started somewhere the dinner auditor control because some which like 78 million US dollars or cents why I feel and I was saying no best number acquiring so I don't know if it's what is that story now.
my tip story, but no cry a woman say, Sikano dear, ya yi says Sikano, more a you must say, more diamano, but on also now some more, let's say, your first come on into Maho. So on him Ghana seminal, ya trash a book, room say, ya discano. Encoding ho. So according to what I mean, sure senka, a band with Sako Pebble for Frodi Amano. Answer Wako, then Saka Scanana or call road no so. Eti Sikano say, ye no a call, Quasimano ho, a call Drumansa ho. Seko, a contractor no one was charged for Frodia. 10 years as some for. Eti, I say, Yasha, near Hubabia, Sikano. Akodi ampa say contractor wa je double pay say bi ana ono so sua ban mu mpanfo no mo je double pay to ono so je double pay sa fine then say enko ho so ba bi eska na kodi no ni ahwe ho asamaka nti no but one say enu bi na ne discussing this say Ghana asem no say instead of say sa na ma we mu no ye be discussing ye hold o mu ye no ni ahuri ato say politics MPP NDC e ba sa pe na ya bo no ma na to ogu instead of say be hold nipa no ya president ne enye no ni ahere no ni aka ti say me ben asem o ka say obi nkolawu ya say president anko ni e ka na be national issue we nyansa bi ani e fa say car accident enye say bi kro mo ko ayi bi ase school bi e bi a program bi o mo ye ntako program na se na problem ni si na o mu we na president na nkasa ho so on the any say no e bi a stadium disaster bi e dey different accident bi na president ne ba ko ho atu ne to akọ ho dey ase ne ye wasam e bo no po e no kire say nye serious as a country obetimi aka ho asem bibi sa but the enti amasa akwan we nyina ne say na anu a enkrofo yi e dey a helicopter konya accident president ne bodwa say o tie foto mo se minim se oman ne sika o se sen o enti ama room say ene na obi aso wu a say because obo so ye nipa ohun senka omo bodwa keke ene say o enkrofo we no se ne ye nim se ye na ye animal farm no omo de at least omo ye a little bit better than ya can no omo ye parliamentarians ministers and aban president nankasa na asomo eti ya bodwa ne yan kwate futuo bia say ya de to ha ma omoma because what betu aka chem say o ma ne bo amaba o ma ne bo ama oni ba ne ho ba chere no school kom ene de enye possible adansi ankofo di ne wo muka obi kura say otimi fra na say wakasa yi o radio so no asend 10,000 Ghana na sa nipa no send obi 10,000 Ghana say wakasa radio so keke no wujiri say na oda ho enti mutala MP 2 times ne ma sapon yi mo Dr. Sapon ne sa military fo na bia na mo nhyeda ni bibi papa oh but enokra na se ne na medika aka se soja ni ana police ni bi chesi amroba ya bontuo ono so o save ne man ene yakunu ne ba ese yakote ayima na eno ma ne ye man no ya disaster sana me hu no ye disaster eno ntina o man ye ni hwe chese me hwe videos bi na me hu ba bi a obi awo keke na wawo no ba bi oda no na nka tete no kura na ye wo ye wo fie mu na nka beta oh eno de ye nyina nim se saa na de no ete na nka beta since o ko hospital akwo kwan ba bi o man no nyese ye si ye ni ska o se ne na manfo kan se ye wo ska gold wo ho we wo ho ba gold wo ho a wo ba te biase wo sua de na o de bo na aye table saa nipa no ete ho se yen odi abeto public say yen koto car ma no yen to play ma no yenye we kwan no kura na onam so no enye mene ben ya adwen say yenya cameras abobo kwan no so a eye but sane ye kwan no etie no cameras no kura ko bo ho ade beti ne atutu nyina because kwan no enye eye wura mu na ho ho nti wudi ko si wura nim wura no kura no ebesa fu akata ni ti camera no betwa wan enya nipa kura na twa ba se ye bie kwan ni ye ni ya de cameras ni sisi so a sane o kan be generate sika bebre eno police ni nye nhyɛ ne botu etwa wa wote wa ni asende na ebi a saa institutions no omo ayi eka ho enti sika no koto mu akrekekɔ ba bia ebema corruption no so ate ebema so ate enti em say sane o kan amra no ekɔ ba me de my advice am de be ma sa adwuma na o ye ne ye ane ko fa player sim bia mam obenya kra wonyusu ayi statement say sa player sam mo ka mo fa nto ba bi o ma ne wa hohihiam o ma ne wo eno ma bebreye enti o mo fa sa player sam nto ba bi ono otu kwan na ha no na nka enko da ba bi na propaganda no mfrim na ye ho ntoy because ekoba sa ebe ha adwene ebe ma ye mu bebre disappointed ewo mahama that was it.
Yeah, for what that's a bit brave. Yeah, I think say very not so I don't know. I got 8 minutes per by yeah. See, BB, so B will be you more. Yes, I told you I'll just turn over to B. I shouldn't do my DNA. I say I don't know. Just say, well, BB, into something and can.
Okay.
Yɛbɛdane ama wo nti deɛ ɛdi kan yɛda wo bibi ase all the listeners no yɛda wo bibi ase ɔma ɔmo tumi tune in today and all those who contributed and ɔkyena so yɛ different day yɛbɛsan ba around the same time nti over to you bibi yɛda ase
Yo.